Yeah, this type of stuff never happens on Flippin' 10.
I do miss the days when
season
Smitty. I do miss the days when Smitty and Jake were sitting across from each other, 2 men, 1 garage. I do. I miss that.
Yeah, those were the good days.
These are the good old days.
The good times.
Herb Culture Podcast in its infancy. Eric Claiborne, welcome to the chat.
We actually did that for a while, man.
I know.
Like,
yeah, when I lived like in the center of town, you didn't have to drive 30 minutes to get to my house.
And then I did it for a while you were out there, but then it just like became a lot once I got back into life the first time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Here we are.
Back.
Episode 245. We never really left.
That's true. We just had some scheduling issues, wardrobe malfunctions, you know.
When was the last time y'all recorded?
It's been like 3 weeks.
But I can talk about that.
Oh. I can't
In my defense, it was all Phil's fault.
It was all Phil's fault. You know, for what is it, 5 years now? We've done Snakes and Stogies. 4 years now.
I honestly stopped counting because I think it's been like almost 7 years that we've been doing THP now.
Yeah.
The network has been together for like 7 years.
Okay. So we always are on a Monday, but sometimes family shit comes up and work stuff, and like it just happened to be 3 Mondays in a row, and I was occupado. So, dude, but here we are.
It was like, have someone fill in for me, and I'm like, never.
That's also like a thing though, dude. Like when we started Flippin' 10, like I told Sky, because you know Gabe's obviously a part of it now, but when me and Sky started, I told him, I was like, look, dude, we're not going to record just to record. If we don't have anything to talk about or a guest lined up, like I'm not going to force an episode it's going to end up being ass. And I was also like, I'm not going to force episodes to go for an hour and a half, 2 hours all the time. Like if conversation's flowing, then great. But if we get to an hour and conversation stops, well, good night, everybody. You know, I don't.
Yeah, and you can feel it kind of wind down, and
you can't force this stuff, man. It doesn't make for good content. I know everybody wants as much as they can get, but
especially with those luscious locks. Give it. Take those headphones off. Give us another shake. Give us another shake.
I do that.
Y'all missed it right before we went live. Jake didn't have his headphones on. He took his hat off. He spun that sucker around so he can let some of those beautiful locks pop through the front. And he gave a little shimmy.
A little shimmy.
Little shimmy.
Main entails working overtime, boy.
Oh yes, sir.
We gotta trim it up. I need to get the mullet back right, and my sides are growing out a little too much. But I'm getting there.
Well,
here we are.
Episode 245. As always, brought to you by blackboxcages.com. Racks, cages, you need them, they got them. Tons of stuff to choose from, tons of customization options. Whether it's LED lights, UV lights, both heat panels, heat bulbs, all that stuff. They got the goods. They have something for it. Go to their website, blackboxcages.com. Shop around. Maybe you find something you like. Maybe you throw it in your cart. Then maybe where it says coupon code, you put in THN25. You get a little bit of a discount.
Worth it.
It's nice.
It is.
They make great stuff.
We love it.
Get it within a reasonable time, too. You're not going to be waiting until whenever your next born child is happening. You order it and it shows up in a normal period span of time.
More like when your next born child has his 10th birthday.
Yeah.
Can I say something about Black Box that an ingenuitive thing that was pre-thought out by the masterminds at Black Box that I didn't even realize they put
Grandmaster Clint.
So I have several of the same sliding enclosures, all from Black Box, and some of them are venomous and some of them are not. I have them all with key lock into the plexiglass because I wanted, in case I wanted to use them all for venomous, I could, and got to have locking cages, right? Got to be responsible. Well, I've got the one big female silver suboc in one of them, and the key was all the way on the other side of the room. And my lazy ass was like, I'll just pop the glass off like a vision cage. You can't. If it's locked, you physically can't pop the glass off because you need the glass to slide exactly in the middle of the frame, which is brilliant.
I feel like that only makes sense. I'm sorry, if you make a locking cage where you can just fucking pop that bitch out.
Well, that's how
dude.
Vision and Neodesha was. We would,
That's
you know,
insane.
if depending on the species or if it was harmless, we would just pop the
Yeah,
glass off.
I had a couple
you know?
times I had to pop out that front pane.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I understand being able to take it off, but if it's locked and you can just take it off, like, I'm sorry, that's crazy in my opinion.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that they designed it to be like that. And maybe it was a happy accident, or maybe it's just easy of ergonomics. I don't know. But regardless, it makes it so that taking the glass out is always effortless. And if it's locked, you can't remove the glass. I think it's great. So
As it should be.
yes. So
Little
Black Box cages.
Easter egg you found out.
Yeah,
too,
legitimate Easter egg. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
That's sick.
Yeah. Well, what else is sick? FullOfUseApparel.com. Shirts, hats, mugs. Jake got him the vintage boa shirt there. Phil got him a Subok hat. That's like one of like 3 in existence because I kind of bailed on the embroidered stuff.
Dude, I love this hat. This is my show hat.
The vintage t-shirts you make, bro, fucking A1.
Dude, I gotta be careful, man. I'm gonna wear out the Willardy shirt. I gotta be careful.
Then I'll just make you another one.
I know. It's so damn good. The colors, that copper color on the black.
I'm working on a Georgia Horridus one as well.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Pretty much done.
The one that you sent me earlier, I think you need to really work on that because I think that's a winner.
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
No, I think the what you sent me is corny as hell, but if you refined it more, what?
It's not a pun.
I don't get it.
Jake like really hates the pun shirts.
Oh, does he?
Loads.
I mean, if it's corny, it's the same.
No, I don't. No,
the
it's not.
same
It's
way.
not corny like a pun. It's not a dad joke of a shirt. It's a.
I just
Smitty stuck a couple turtles on a shirt that were
I
pulled apart
asked
and
Phil
like the
Oh,
idea.
on
the
a scale of
Florida,
1
the
to 10,
Florida shirt with
same
all
as
the turtles on it.
No.
Phil said that's a solid 11
Oh.
So,
on the lameness scale.
but this one goes to 11.
On
By the
the
way,
lameness
I got my phone down here and it says it's got my like alerts and stuff. I was my phone says Christian Parr likes your reel on Snakes and Stogies, and I'm like, Christian Parr, I see you, bruh. Anyway,
I got that too.
nice, good for you, Jake.
Yeah.
Now I lost my train of thought.
The
The shirt that you sent, the meaning is there. I like the slogan. The slogan's not corny. It's the fact that it's just like turtles in a shirt. Like I feel like you got to tweak it a little more, just being honest. But I want you to keep that vibe, and that slogan is still cool. That makes sense?
Yeah, you didn't really specify all that earlier.
I was at work.
Lame. He's like, yeah, it's pretty lame.
I mean, like a 6-year-old did it. Come on, man. It was lame. It's not your best work. I'll be honest.
I was on the fence about it. I was like, I don't know how I feel. Like part of
Well,
me,
I figured I'd at least talk to you at some point tonight.
Part of me was like, oh, this is terrible.
No. I think the idea is sound. The layout is sound in that regard of like having the logo right there with like the state of Florida. Like I'm with all that. I think it needs to be more than just
better.
That. Yeah. Like that was a great rough
Everything
draft.
is great about it except the whole thing.
No, it's a great rough draft.
It's perfect. Change it.
It's like when your teacher gives you your English paper back and it's like, you did good, but make these changes and the entire thing's marked up.
Yeah.
In red. Yeah. It's red pen all over.
Like, I love where you're at.
Nice. She's just nice.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
That's awesome.
So, yes, Full Vis Apparel. Check them out. Buy the
this
goods.
South Carolina corn hat.
I know. That came out so good, dude. That came out so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are dope. I might need one of those.
Yeah. At some point, I got to figure out. I gotta get them on the website and stuff, along with a lot of other things. I go to sit down to do it, and I'm like, there's too much to do. I'm just gonna play a game on my phone instead, like a lazy piece of shit. So,
Yeah, such is life.
It'd be like that sometimes, bro.
be like that all the time.
But you know what is good to have all the time? Coffee.
Yeah, I was about to say it, but I didn't want to be wrong.
Oh, look at that!
Look at that
What's
right
this? The Snakes and Stogies blend from cold-blooded caffeine, Rwanda, Mexico, coming together.
Do they have a non-caffeinated version?
there. No, because that's horrible.
I have no idea. Jake has his like old man heart. He's worried it'll explode.
Bro, just water it down. It's fine.
No, it's really not.
It's fine. Just water it down.
It's really not.
I think it's funny that you are concerned about the caffeine, but you were never concerned about nicotine.
No,
Fucking
God.
12 milli sugar gliders, popping them like
No.
fucking chiclets.
Nah, dude. I'm on the 3 milli vanillas now. Just gotta get my taste, but can't go overboard, you know.
Did I tell you when Rob Stone and I were in El Paso, he gave me the Swedish mango chili, and my God, was it life altering?
Yeah, was that bitch like 12 milligrams coming?
I'm
from
sure it
Sweden?
was.
Dude.
I'm sure it
Sweden,
was.
the Sweden Nicks, dude. You'll get really fucked. Like those things, they go hard.
Yeah, man, mango chili was
Over there.
fantastic.
They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, I'm I keep it real with that. Even my Pepsi here is caffeine free.
Oh my God, you're a gold can Coke kid. Ooh,
No, I just don't want to die. Like,
I mean that's a viable reason.
dude, I literally eat too much sometimes. I feel like I'm gonna pass out because my heart's beating so fast.
That's not good, man.
No,
That's
it's
not good.
not. It's not.
It's
So
not
God
just
forbid.
the excitement of getting to eat. That's my struggle.
I mean, it's probably also because I haven't been eating much the past couple of days. So there's that.
I roll up to a Chili's, buddy. I start thinking I'm having a heart attack too. before I eat lunch.
Brother, that chili. I had chilies a couple weeks ago.
Man, honey chipotle crispers.
Mm.
You know what I love at Chili's? Those cheddar jalapeno sausages.
Dude,
That is
you know what's
good-
also
that is
just,
some goodness.
you know what's also just fire as fuck at Chili's? The mozzarella sticks, even though they're not really sticks, they're like bricks.
Yeah, they're like planks.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, those things are so good.
It's like a Lincoln log of cheese.
God, man.
Like to make a cabin out of it
It's like
and then eat the cabin.
it's just a heart attack on a plate, baby.
Yeah, that's good. Good for
America.
the valves.
I will accept my fate.
All right. On that note,
Use the code SMOKE at checkout with
Yes.
cold-blooded caffeine. Get yourself some coffee.
thank you.
Jesus.
What are you smoking tonight, Smitty?
So I decided to do something a little different because I do not. If I've done a barber pole, it's been a very long time.
Look at you with the twisty twists.
So Romeo
Nice.
has a barber pole.
Was
Why
that
these are interesting and cool is because it's two different wrappers. So you get like the lighter natural that they typically roll with, and then a Maduro. So you get kind of the best of both worlds
yeah?
in the flavor profile.
Was that a rounded cap or did you cut that thick?
No, it's a rounded cap.
Hmm.
It's
It looks real good.
Yeah.
Looks real good.
haven't had one in a while. I said I'm tired of smoking. I'm tired of smoking like everything at the shop. Honestly, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff in there, and I go in there now, and I'm like none of this is appealing to me. I just want something different. So then I get the same thing I get pretty much every day, and then I walk out and do it again tomorrow. So it is good. Romeo, like they make the Reserva Reals, like they make it. It's a good smoke. This is
Yeah,
one of
it's
the ones
classic.
like the Reservas is one of the ones. It's typically this lighter shade the entire way through, and it's one of the ones you're likely to find at like. I think Walgreens will carry them in the little single packs. Some of the grocery stores will have them, like Food Lion and stuff down here. Of the quote unquote like stuff you'll find on the gas station shelves with the other, quote unquote cigars. These are good. If you're in a pinch, sometimes I'm in a pinch because sometimes Raj wants to just randomly close his doors and because he feels like going and fucking off instead of being open. I have to resort to go into one of the grocery stores we have here and just getting something simple just to to get my fix. So, yeah, these reserves are solid. It's a good smoke.
Yeah,
Not
man,
my
when
first
you-
pick with a lot of stuff, but just good.
I like the it's Romeo Julieta vintage. It's like almost like a circular band. It looks like a banana sticker, but it's red and white. You know what I'm talking about? It's a
I think
Maduro.
so.
It's a Maduro. They do it in a Toro and a Bellicoso, and it's rounded, and it's just a red circular band with a white border, and then the little gold dots on it. But it's actually called vintage, and those things are fantastic. I think I paid like $8 for those. So rock and roll.
Yeah.
Jake, are you particularly engaged in an adult vice?
Yes. I have Zen in this bottle of Pepsi. May or may not have
What flavor of Zen?
alcohol in it.
Ah.
Citrus, of course.
Yeah.
If your caffeine-free Pepsi happened to have an alcoholic beverage within it, what would said alcohol be?
Admiral Nelly.
No.
Mako vodka, fresh from the jug.
It is vodka, fresh from the jug. But
Is it
not-
Mako vodka of a plastic handle?
No, it's not plastic. I have standards.
Okay, nice. Good for you. Good for you.
I honestly can't remember what the brand is. It was a new one. I normally am a cheap bastard and I get a handle of the new Amsterdam because it's like $24.
Honestly, man, New Amsterdam's not bad, man.
Dude, it's really not.
It's
For
really
the
not that
price,
bad.
You all
Yeah.
get to the same place.
Yeah, right.
like it's like, dude, Tito's is like double the price for the same amount. I'm like, bro, like I am
Yeah.
actual trash. So
All
like,
the
I
hipsters
don't
got
mind.
You're not
all
trash.
So I got some other brand and I like it. It's similar in price. It's pretty good. And yeah, so I got a citrus sugar glider rockin' and a Diet Pepsi mixed with vodka, which
When
not
did they
not the
start
best
getting
combo, but work with what I got. What,
When did they start getting called sugar gliders?
bro? You haven't been in the
Yeah,
Zen
bro. You know what it is?
enough,
He
my
hasn't.
boy.
He hasn't hurt Big Cypress, bruh. That's it. He's got to hurt Big Cypress, and then he can pop out with the sugar gliders.
Got him with the little.
Lady knows Jake by
Yeah.
Well, are you even tracking your Zen points? Because boy, I'm up
Dude.
at like 550.
Yeah, it's because you're a fucking nerd. I buy them by the sleeve, dog.
Yeah, and you don't even redeem the points. Dude, you realize at 40,000 points you could get a Bluetooth speaker? You know how
So,
many cans of Zen
my-
you have to
I
get?
have a JBL Bluetooth speaker sitting right
Yeah, but
here.
you didn't work
I
for
don't need some cheap shit. No, I didn't work for that at all. It was a gift, and yeah.
It's only
So
Can I tell you guys a depressing story
2,000
about tobacco points?
oh Lord,
So, my grandfather, a legitimate cowboy, horses more than cattle, but cattle to say the least, smoked Marlboros his whole life. My father, even more of a cowboy, despite being more urbanized, especially after meeting my mom, and a cattleman of sorts, smoked Marlboros his whole life until recently because they're just too damn expensive. But he saved all those points because back in, I guess, the 70s, they had this program, or maybe the 80s, they had this program where if you had enough points, you could get the Marlboro Man's jacket, the denim Canadian tuxedo with the sheep's wool on the top. And my dad always wanted one of those jackets, man. I think my grandpa actually bought him and my father jackets that were reminiscent of it, but it wasn't the Marlboro one. And my dad never got enough points, I guess, to do it or whatever. But if you kept enough and didn't submit for the jacket, you just kept those points going, you could win a trip out west to the frontier to go on a Marlboro cattle run, a cattle train, and move a herd of cattle from point A to point B like a fucking cowboy. Sponsored entirely by Marlboro. And my dad has always wanted to do it, and he finally cashed in. My grandfather's points and his points wasn't enough. Didn't get it.
no, man.
Yeah.
Did he at least ever get the Marlboro bag? Remember
Oh
the
no,
bag?
he had the bag. He had the duffel bag.
Everybody
He had
got the duffel
yeah,
Marlboro
he had
duffel bag.
t-shirts, all that crap. Yeah, for sure.
I've never been. I've never been a points guy when it comes to my nicotine intake. I don't know why. Like for me, it's just too much work. You know, let me just get my cancer and leave. Yeah.
Oh man.
I need to start doing a Fulvius points thing.
Yeah, yeah. Or you know what you could do is at my work,
1,000 points gets you a normal ball python. Jake's already received his.
well, Jesus, what I was gonna say is you could do a frequent flyer thing where if you have made, I don't know, 10 Fulvius purchases since the company's inception or whatever, then you get a free swag of something. You do something like we do that at my store. You know,
I've been
like
planning to do something for like the top 10 people. Place whoever's 10 customers that have placed the most orders since the beginning. I'm planning something probably around Christmas time. I'll figure something out. I have some ideas, just haven't fleshed them out yet.
So Tyson says, my mom and stepdad used to save the Marlboro labels and exchange them for stuff. We always had Marlboro branded things around the house. My first tent was a Marlboro tent. That was back in the 90s. And then Travis Wright writes in, a Marlboro tent is sick. And I got to be honest, that's pretty fucking cool, man. I know that I had a Marlboro duffel bag that was like lunchbox size, but it was still a duffel bag. And I used to put my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures in it. Probably not the best thing to take to after school care.
Next year, Pogs.
But it was definitely the early 90s, and that's what we did. So,
did you ever have Pogs?
Oh, I had Pogs. I had some slamming slammers.
Did you know what to even do with them? Because I had them and I had no clue.
Oh yeah, we had a Pog club in my elementary school, and maybe even middle school too. Shit, and there was like rule books and like kids actually played, but of the kids in the, let's say there was 20, 30 kids in the club, only like less than 10 actually knew how to play. The rest of them were just horse trading and swapping. And I had a slammer with a Desert Hairy Scorpion inside it. Super cool.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Desert Hairy Scorpions.
Scott said none of that occurred here in Australia.
Yes. Well, also Scott was like 64 in the early 90s. So, what is he? He's like 148 now. Like
my camera keeps.
I got a pair of Desert Hairy Scorpions.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. My
adults.
Gross. Yeah. And I wanted a scorpion that I could not play with per se, but one that would not kill me if something happened. And I wanted to get a pair to try and make little babies, and they're really good looking. They're dark. I will say a milk chocolate brown on the main body, and then a bright yellow on everything else. So,
Phil,
please,
you saying I wanted something that wouldn't kill me is honestly kind of hilarious, seeing as you have a room full of stuff that will absolutely kill you.
But I mean, dude, you gotta have stuff that you can play with. You gotta have stuff that isn't completely deadly. It's just it's what you do. It's what you gotta do.
Yeah. What are you smoking?
I am smoking.
This is like so all over the place.
It is. It's great. It's Jake's here. He's in the middle.
Fault. I'm sorry.
It's cool, man. He's 3 sheets to the wind. I am smoking the Tabernacle in a Lancero. And I did something tonight that I don't normally do. Is you've seen my little travel cigar box that has the gecko on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's like my take it out with my buddies, or if we're hanging out with family out in the patio having a drink or whatever, my cousins and whatnot. That's what I'll break out, and I'll have a smattering of sticks in there of all different shapes and sizes. But tonight I was like, let me just open it and just reach in, because I to be honest, I haven't smoked a cigar in over 2 weeks.
Oh,
crazy, right?
I smoked one in 2 hours.
Yeah, wild.
Phil, can I just say I love the words that you say?
What?
Like just in general, like a smattering.
I love you, man.
Like,
we're that close, Mitty.
yeah, I
He's
was
almost there. He's almost there.
I was listening to the newest Venom Exchange the other day.
Thank you.
I don't even remember what you said, and I was like, God, he knows so many words. Like, it just made me feel like a
He's so
imbecile.
damn literate.
But
God,
don't feel bad. My mom's an English teacher, so it was shut down my throat my whole life.
that makes so much more sense now.
Which I shouldn't have said that on air, because now Nipper's gonna really give me a tongue lashing. He's like, "Your mother's an English teacher, and you still use slang." You know what drives Nipper crazy? One of his biggest pet peeve is when I ask a question that would typically end in a question mark, and then I say, like, let me give an example. So Jake, do you want another Coke or no? Right? That I'm saying, hey, do you want another beverage or no? Or not?
Yeah.
Well, that is improper English.
Of course it is.
It should be. It should be, Jake, would you like another Coke or not? And that just sounds weird.
That brought you muggles and
right. And which Scott's in the chat, and I just noticed. By the way, congratulations on you finding a proposed new species. We need to touch base on that in a little bit. Yeah. But I'd be interested to see if down under it's the same vernacular in that regard.
Dude, you want to know one that got me this weekend?
What's that?
Or this week or last week, dude. Time is but a construct. I was at a conference all last week, and me and my coworker was talking. She was asking about possibly going to this, after party thing that our consultants were hosting, and I don't remember how it went, but I said she was like, "Oh, you think I could go?" And I was like, "Yeah, they would let you." And she paused and she looked at me. She goes, "Might would let me." And I was like, "Shut the fuck
Look, you're
up,
in the South, man."
Like, I don't know.
Now I will say this: I have now
I reckon
the running joke, especially in Florida, that the more south you go, the more north you get. Have you heard that?
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm at the epicenter of the Northeast in the South, right? Nobody has a Southern accent where I'm at. And then if you go south of me, now you're in Caribbean and South American accents, right?
Yes.
So a new thing that I've noticed predominantly with what I'll say is Gen Z or Gen Alpha is individuals not giving me a definitive response. Example is, hey, would you like to see this? And their response is, yeah, no, it's good. I'm sorry, what? So you do want to see it? No, yeah. What do you want me to hand this to you or not? Yeah, no, I'm good. What?
Yeah.
What?
Not
good.
Yeah. The suit is black knot. That I've been dealing with that a lot, to the point where I kind of feel like, how they say, like, if you have a problem with everyone, the problem's probably you. That's how I feel. I feel like, am I the one overthinking this? Excuse me.
Yeah. No, I feel that though, like, because the older I get,
you
the more, the what?
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, we're all guilty of it. I do it all the time too.
Yeah.
The difference is that we're doing it in general conversation right now, not with not in a conversation where a definitive response is required.
Yeah. I guess for me, like, the older I get, the more I don't like people. And like, I'm over here.
Worse as you go.
Yeah, I'm over here like, am I the asshole? Like, am I the problem? Like,
nah.
goddamn.
And Scott says, yeah, nah is an Australian derivative. I 1,000% believe that. And I'm guilty of that. I very well am guilty of it. But I feel like when I say, yeah, nah, or nah, yeah, people know that I mean no.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Maybe it's the tone of voice. Maybe it's body language or mannerisms. I don't know. But I've been plithed with this as of lately. And I really feel like it might not be me.
It's lit, fam.
Jack Oliver says, Yanks have ruined everything. I just learned where the term Yankee comes from. Do you guys know this?
Doodle dandy.
Do you guys know? Do you want to hear this? Do our listeners want to hear this? Probably
I
not.
always want to hear you speak.
So it's been brought to my attention that in the colonial and pre-colonial times of the continental United States, so figure early 1700s, late 1600s, there was the majority of the colonists at the time were English, but there was also a huge influx of Dutch. And many of the Dutch had the same last name, predominantly Jan, spelled Jan. Okay. And at the same time that all these guys named Jan were coming to New England and Long Island and that, Connecticut, Rhode Island, that whole area, there another family name of Keys, Keys, was there. And the English would get annoyed with the Dutch and they would refer to them all as, oh, here come the Yans, or here come the Keys. And then it just turned into, here comes the Yankees. And it was a derogatory term, but basically saying like they're all the same and they all have the same name and blah, blah, blah. But I thought that was fascinating. Gross as a racial slur, but I still thought that was fascinating.
Kind of sounds made up, if I'm being honest.
Now it just applies to
people north of Mason-Dixon.
People north of, yeah.
There's a whole ass baseball team named after him.
Yeah, there is.
It's crazy.
I was surprised.
Skylar said stop.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't know where the Mason-Dixon is.
Dude, you know what?
Star Trek episode.
We're talking about like people and words that annoy you. I had somebody call me Friday after hours and I answered because I have to. And they were complaining about how I didn't get a crew out to fix something at the spot. And I was explaining to them as to why. They weren't irate or anything, but this woman goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, slay." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I had
like I'm having an actual conversation with you right now about something real. I'm a professional, and you're saying slay over the phone to me, and I was bothered.
Made
immensely.
me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I was just annoyed. It's like, are you 5?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Jake is the definition of slay. Jack Oliver.
What can you do? I'm here for it.
Scott says Seppo is Australian derogative slang for an American. SEPPO. Is that Seppo?
Separatists.
Interesting.
Dirty separatists. Sounds totally fetch. There we go, Skylar. I'm down.
Oh, yeah. Yo, you can bring back fetch. I'll bring back fetch.
I'm just kidding.
If you don't know what fetch is from, then you're too young to use the term.
If she doesn't know what fetch means, she's too young for you, bro.
Exactly.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
So this show is actually about herpetoculture, snakes, and the occasional tobacco. So if you're still with us, please don't abandon ship just yet. We haven't set fire to the sails.
If you have, we understand.
Yeah, if you have, we totally can relate.
Jake shows up and just fucks everything up. God damn it.
Oh no, he brings joyousness, light, and intrigue to the group.
Dude,
and Diet Coke.
But Phil, it's Pepsi. Phil, look at this new picture in my background. You can't see it.
Acknowledge his poster.
But it's a pink coach whip poster from Drawn to Scales, and
nice.
I love it.
Very
so much.
cool, man.
Talking about,
I think I know that shot. He made a shirt with that too, didn't he?
I have no idea. All I saw was it was a limited time poster, and I was like, I have it. I have to have it. It must be mine.
He's a fine art collector.
Yes.
I mean, dude, the wall behind you looks great. It really does.
Yeah, I really did it. I worked hard. I got some of my photography there, some other stuff, some signs, some pictures.
I love the posters, framed posters.
I think you would have like Sports Illustrated bikini issue posters or something instead.
Nah, it's a snake room, man. Come on.
I'm an adult.
I have several. I have several works of snake art that I need to hang But the problem is I just can't figure out how I want to hang them or like where on the walls they're going to go. And the snake room right now is not going to be the final snake room. So
You know what I do? I find a blank
Dude.
spot and I put it there.
Dude,
it's
what?
got to fit the
Phil,
motif, bro.
Phil, I'm telling you, just get a shit ton of the command strips, and you can just move things around as you need to. Yeah, you're gonna waste some on the wall. It's fine if you don't like it. I used so many of them trying to get it like this, the way I liked it, and I'm happy with it. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to burp. There it is.
You know, they make this thing called a mute button. It's good. It's good.
Oh, that sorry.
I believe it's Command D on your keyboard, sir.
Command D.
The person who's been podcasting longer than I have.
Dude.
I love you, Jake.
This isn't my show, so you think I give a fuck?
Mm.
I'm just kidding.
Delicious.
I'm just kidding.
You asked him to be here.
Jack Oliver says that Heme and Sky are the doll. Anyway, what's new with you guys? Yeah, let's get back on track.
What's new?
What's new? I mean, I said something. I got hairy scorpions. What you got?
I'm sorry.
What you got going on?
Who?
You.
So they brought back Savannah Repticon.
Really?
It's just a one-day show. And our buddy John Calloway was vending. And since that's the closest show to us, he was like, he'd really jacked up his back helping his dad move some stuff. And so I was like, I'll help you out. Which his wife and son were also there, helping. But we were all kind of worried that he'd screw up his back even more by lifting things. And so went there, and then he ended up having like pretty much an entire extra table that he let me set up Fulvius stuff on. So I still had a bunch of overstock from Daytona before last.
Cool.
That I brought and sold some hats and sold some shirts. Really wasn't expecting much because historically the Savannah show has always been like kind of a big eye roll from everybody. I was always told that it's a complete waste of time. There's
Can I interject for 1 second?
Yeah.
I went to the Savannah show once, years and years ago, when I couldn't even drive. My mother took me. It was literally the smallest show I've ever seen. I didn't know why it was even a thing. It was one pretty small room with one hallway and vendors on each side. And that was it. When I tell you, like, if you weren't looking like super close, you could walk through this in 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not exaggerating.
Well, this is the first one they've done in what we figure is at least 10 years, because the last one they were gonna do was during Hurricane Matthew, and Matthew caused them to cancel that, and that was 2015.
Yeah.
But it was actually, I think what John had told me was that
Matthew was not 2015.
When was it then?
2016.
Okay.
Sorry. My time was, I thought in my head was a little bit more off, but yeah, it was 2016. Sorry.
Yeah, I think they had gotten enough people requesting that it come back and people asking about it that they did bring it back. And surprisingly, because it is a small show still, the turnout was actually really solid. Callaway sold a good bit of animals.
Nice, good for him.
Sold some tortoises, sold some lizards, sold some snakes. Vendor wise, like mostly decent. Wasn't really anything like life changing or anything like that. But for a 1 day show that has a reputation for being terrible, it was actually really good.
Nice. Good
and I'm
stuff.
hoping that they bring it back and they keep it going, and eventually they can get to the point where it's a 2 day show and it is a bigger thing, because I feel like Savannah and that whole area, there's a lot of potential. And I think if they really throw some serious marketing dollars at it and stuff, that it could be, similar to Charleston and maybe Columbia and be bigger.
Nice. Excellent.
So
excellent.
It was good. I ended up getting a whip spider.
Oh, nice. You know the locality?
White eye.
White eye?
Central American.
Cool. White eye. Cool.
I've never kept him before. Guy had it on his table for $30. I offered him 20 cash. He said sure. And that thing is really fucking cool.
How cool are those things, bro?
I did not think that I was gonna I thought it'd be like, okay, it'll be cool, I'll feed it periodically and it'll just kind of exist and it'll be I took it out and like held it while I
Yeah.
set it up, and I'm like, this thing is fucking wild. I fed it a
How?
cricket, and
In
it
your hand?
no, in the
Oh, okay.
cage, but it grabbed it. I put actually in the deli cup still. I hadn't even set it up yet. I was like, he looked pretty thin, like maybe it had just molted. I don't know if it's a male or female. I got to do a lot of research as far as figuring out how you sex those things or if it's even possible. But I threw a cricket in there with the deli cup and it grabbed it immediately and just started eating it alive. I was like, holy shit.
Nice.
Like
nice.
just grabbed it with his pincers and just you see the little teeth things just going at it. I'm like, Jesus.
Chelicerae.
Yeah.
The both whips are good.
Yeah.
Are they like what 4 or 5 inches or longer? Or?
This one's still pretty small. So like total
okay.
length, it's probably like
good. That's awesome. It's got plenty of time to grow. Are you gonna keep it in a deli for now, or are you gonna put it in something arboreal?
I set it up in something tall.
Cool. Got a cork flat?
With a piece of cork vertically.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Dude, that's the way to do it, man.
Special, but
Easy peasy.
Pretty freaking badass.
Very cool, man. Love whips. Love them.
And
dude, Tanzanians, I think, are my favorite.
Yeah.
The problem is they always used to come in with missing whips just because the people close their in the deli cup, and I feel so bad for them. But yeah, man, those Central Americans are awesome. Those white eye.
Yeah, it's it had just molted according to Hannes.
Oh, nice.
Because I posted in the Iraq Nerds group, and it makes sense because it was like it wasn't super dark. It was kind of had a weird translucenty look to it, like it had just molted. So
cool.
It's darkened back up now, but it's pretty cool, man. Like I like it. I'm enjoying it, even though it doesn't do anything. I enjoy it. And then I managed to get my hands on a teeny tiny Phonopelma Calcode sling.
Cool.
Which could like fit on my pinky nail. It's so small.
That's awesome.
And I joked that it's probably 5 years old at that size.
Nice. Any locality, like the guy who caught it or anything? Or okay.
No, it's captive because
is it okay?
Tiny. Yeah, it's little.
Okay.
There's no way someone found that and was like, oh yeah, let's catch it and sell it. And then I got a skeleton leg sling.
Cool.
So the Ephebopus marinus, the South American.
What did that used to be? You said
Ephebopus.
Ephebopus. What did it used to be?
I don't remember what they used to be. I think they've always been Ephebopus, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? Okay.
But that thing's a little badass.
Nice.
Everything else that I've gotten recently, the garters are settling in well. Fed them this morning.
Good.
Had to supervise it because, of course, they both grabbed the same fish at the same time.
Of course.
I had to split them up, and
you know what I had when Peter, my old roommate, had red sides. He had those paramedic shears that have they're like at an angle and they have the rounded end to them. He had a set of those, and he would walk over and he would just cut the fish in half. So I don't know if yours are still too small to do that, but I'm sure if you got like cuticle scissors that were like rounded or whatever, you could probably just cut the fish.
I've been feeding off some of the extremely gravid females.
Okay.
Because I've got a handful that look like they're about to pop, and I was like, these are probably loaded with nutrients. So
oh yeah. Good.
I kind of just net whatever I can catch that isn't tiny. Like eating adult guppies.
Sure.
But dude, watching them this morning, like I put them in the bowl and then just seeing them like come out and like start looking at it like, oh my God, they get all excited. And then watching them, like their main tactic for catching fish is to just get in the bowl and then just do laps with their mouth open until they run into something that they can grab, which sometimes ends up being their roommate.
Themselves.
Yeah. But they're really cool. I can tell that I'm really going to enjoy those. I don't think I sent you pictures or if you saw them in the group chat, but I got 2 Lake Chapalas.
Yeah, no, I remember glancing at them.
Yeah, man,
lurking from my shadows.
Cool. I got a feeling I'm gonna really like those, and
yeah, man.
Got them set up with a little UV bulb that also puts out a little bit of heat.
Cool.
And they every morning turn on that light, they come out and they hang out in front of it, and then if I walk in the room, they take off and disappear. So,
do you remember? Well, of course you remember. It's your freaking house, but where you used to have the Vanzolini in the dining room, I feel like that'd be a great spot for like a garter tank. like a naturally planted garter tank.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
That's
spot.
like, okay, so like we were talking about the whole naturalistic debate thing earlier in the group chat. And like I chimed in a little bit, but didn't have a whole lot of time to do it because I was at work. But like thinking about species where sometimes that's like the way to go if you really want to get the full experience, like garters I feel like are one of those, man. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna really, you want a species to set up, naturalistic or bioactive, whatever you want to call it, I feel like garters are a prime species or group to do that with. And I think
For sure.
Rhinos too, because one of the things Casey had posted a Reddit thread about someone talking about green tree pythons needing to be kept bioactive and all this stuff. And like, I'm still firmly of the opinion that bioactive with chondros is just asking for more headaches than you really need.
Right.
But then there's some species where I'm like, it's kind of a no-brainer to do it that way. And, rhinos fit into that category because, they're going to be like great display animals. The garters so far, and seeing Chaz's set up with his 2 older animals in it, like they were hanging out, no fear.
Yeah.
Like there's just some groups and stuff where it's like, that's definitely what you want to do because it's going to work so well with them and their natural behaviors and stuff that it makes sense.
Absolutely, man. And honestly, it's a breeze to feed because you just put them in the water feature, assuming it's filtered, it has some kind of filtration system to it, and then they can hunt on their own at their leisure.
Yeah. So they're really cool. I don't know what the sexes are of the 2. I have a hunch that they're males. But Chaz said they have been kind of a bitch to sex and pop, so we'll just give it some time. I'm not really worried about it. But they're cool. And then I got more Conicus the same weekend. I picked up those Chapalas.
Oh, nice. That I didn't see.
Yeah, I got another pair. Traded a rhino for them. So
good stuff. How's the one that you got, for the one specific one you got from Daytona that hadn't eaten?
The one from Rob?
I think so. You had one that was being a pain in the ass after Daytona.
I got the one from the Hypo Caramel Cross that I got from Rob has not taken a meal yet, but
okay.
I also haven't really been offering them much lately, so it was fairly quickly after getting home that I offered them food. So the fact that it didn't take, I wasn't worried about it. So
okay,
I'm gonna try again sometime this week. But everything else is pounding food.
Nice. You got pictures of the new Conicus?
Yeah.
Let's throw them up. On the same note, while you do that, my new oh my god, now I can't. My brain is fried from Monday blues. My 2 new Subak that I got from Rob Nemo, they had eaten for me live perfect twice, and then Underground didn't have live fuzzies, so I was like, oh, I got frozen ones, let's try my hand at frozen. The female wanted nothing to do with it. The male wanted nothing to do with it. So then I left fresh ones in there the next night. Again, female wanted nothing, but the male ate a drop-fed frozen thawed fuzzy. So it's like, oh, rock and roll. So that's where we're at now. But that made me hopeful because most of all the Subocs, I just have them on live because they're pains in my ass in that regard. I won't say that they're a finicky species to get feeding. I'll say that Phil is lazy in that regard. So, but it was still promising on the same Conicus note. Justin Smith sent a photo.
I sent a few. Let me see. Look at Jake, unenthused. So that's the male. He's a bit of an asshole.
He looks great, bro.
Which
he looks fucking great.
A running theme with males I've noticed in Conicus, that they are a little more prickly.
Cool.
That's the female.
Great looking.
She's super chill, which is refreshing.
They're like lean puff adders.
Yeah. One of the Chapalas.
Cute.
That's the Calcotes sling. You can.
Oh my god.
See it right there, dude. It's tiny.
Oh my god.
Like, that thing's maybe second instar.
It's a 1/3 size cricket.
I mean,
for
it's
those listening.
little, yeah. And
Wow.
I put a head crushed cricket in there the Saturday night, and it went to town on that thing, man. So that thing looks like it's about to pop. It ate so much.
Can you zoom in on that?
No.
Is that? Oh, damn.
I mean, I can if I like download it and stuff.
Wow, dude, that thing is so tiny. Oh my god.
Yeah, and the lady put it in like this giant deli, and so I was like, I couldn't see. I thought it was buried, so I was like, okay, cool. This must be a decent size, right? And I like dug around for it, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, why did you have it in this 20-ounce deli when it like literally needs to be in like a 3-ounce saucer?
Yeah. Oh, 1 ounce cylinder, right? Jeez.
Meep.
Oh, there you go. Dude, that is so tiny, man. Oh my god. It's cute.
It's going to take a long time to get some size on it because those are not fast growers.
Wow. Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. Not to switch back to Subbox, but congratulations to our friend Gillen in the Great White North on producing some Wild Rose Pass this year, courtesy of Smitty and Rob Nemo. Golf clap. Oh, there it is. Dude, they're so cool, man.
It's
so cool.
Cracks me up how they look so
evil,
hellacious.
Yeah.
And they're completely harmless.
Yep. Well, I mean, if they were bigger.
Yeah.
Wow, that thing's really pretty.
I rehoused some stuff, and this is one of the Subfusca that had outgrown its tub. So I get
how much of a pain in the ass was that?
So honestly, I rehoused one of the Cereopagapus before this one, the formerly Haplopelma, which should tell you everything you need to know.
Right.
And that Albostriatus that I rehoused before this was a massive pain. Mm-hmm. This thing was a freaking breeze.
Oh, nice.
Which every time I have to rehouse ornamentals at this point, I'm like, these things are some of the easiest to have to rehouse because like you just got to be slow and gentle with them, and they're fine. But like the Cereopagapus, the problem with that was like I didn't know if it was still alive or not because you never see them because they bury and then that's it.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen it in a while. Like food wasn't getting eaten, so I'm like, what's the deal? So I went ahead and moved it into something else too, and I finally got down to the bottom of the tub where it was hanging out and thought maybe it was dead, and I gently poked it with the brush, and it sprung to life and came flying out and then did laps around the tub and then came up out of the tub and then went back in the tub and then came back out of the tub again. And like, it was a whole thing. And
wow.
This, she just wanted to, she, I don't know what the sex is on it yet, but just curled up in the corner and was like, please leave me alone.
Wow, man. So, terrifyingly adorable.
Yeah, it makes things so much easier. Like the Cereopagapus now, anytime I've had to do cobalt blues or anything like that, I had a Von Worthy at one point. Like it's like that Ben Affleck meme of him smoking a cigarette. Like before,
yes,
that's exactly what it feels like every time I got to rehouse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Pelma Cereopagapus stuff because it's like, Jesus, this is gonna be a thing. Like it's not gonna be as simple as guide them where they need to go. It's gonna be chaos and legs and so.
Wax on, wax off, my friend. Slow and steady.
Yeah.
Oof.
But
You're
it's like
the
more stuff I rehouse, like the more I appreciate how easy Bacillotharia are to rehouse. Like in comparison,
you surprisingly, right?
Yeah. It's like if you get them spooked, it can be a little hairier. But if you just like, you slow down, you're gentle with them as far as sort of guiding them with the brush and stuff. It's really no drama. But try to do the same thing with pretty much any Cereopagapus, and it's on. You don't get the same treatment. So, but Harry said Arachnid's episode on the U.S. spiders is bad for him. I'm assuming he's talking about that Aphonopelma episode we did recently.
Yep. It's on my docket to listen to. I haven't listened to it yet.
It's definitely one of the best ones we've done so far. I think Devin's really cool.
Nice. Good shit, man. Good shit.
And our next one lined up is centipedes. Centipede episode.
Mm. Very cool. Very cool.
Phil, the other Phil, has been he's taken the co-pilot chair for Serg since Serg's schedule's gotten crazy. Don't know when he's going to be able to come back, but Phil has really slid right into that chair really well and really easily, and he's killing it with finding people and knowing people to get in touch with and that kind
Great,
of
man. Great.
good.
Yeah, he's a good jack of all trades, man. He's got a little bit of everything. I love that.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. Good dude. Got a great name. Great name.
The Wolf and the King. That should be a podcast right there.
That should be a king. That should be a king. That should be a podcast. I love that. That's good. Jake, what's new in your reptile room?
Nothing really.
When's the next flipping 10? Nate asked.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I need to get with Sky and Gabe hopefully this Thursday.
Sky needs to move up here, dude. Sky, if you're still listening, you need to move up here.
We're working on it. But yeah, flipping 10 hopefully this Thursday. I meant to message the boys about it today, but I'm gonna talk to them tomorrow. But as far as new stuff, the only thing that's actually new is my very good friend Preston Converse. He sent me a female Ridley eye.
Nice.
For the male that he got me last year. So other than that, it's really it. I mean, babies are starting to rock and roll. I have a pair of Gulf hammock rat snakes on Morph Market right now. If anybody's interested in those, and then
finally get it figured out. Like, did you figure out why when you were originally trying to post them? Was it an approval thing, or? I
guess it just takes a little bit to actually.
Oh, okay.
Get on there. Like they were on there like 30 minutes later or something. So if anybody's interested in those, check them out on Morph Market. And pretty soon, Clay County yellows and Apalachicola grays will get posted. I'm kind of waiting till everybody's cup feeding. They all officially ate finally for me. I had a couple. I only had two between the two clutches that wouldn't eat either out of cup or out of my hand. All of them have officially at least eaten out of my hand, with the large majority cup feeding. So once they're all cup feeding, those will get posted too. But other than that, man, I'm not really looking to add anything. Well. I say that some things in my life have taken a turn, and now I have free reign of.
He has no rules.
I have free reign of putting things in my house wherever I want. So I'm actually going to work on setting up a 75-gallon turtle tank with some mud and musk turtles.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to almost a year ago. I wanted to set up a little mud turtle tank in my living room, but I got told that wasn't okay, and now I can't be told that. So I'm going to set up
to put it in so many words.
Yeah. So now I'm going to set up a 75-gallon turtle tank, and there's going to be mud, at least 3 or 4 mud and musk turtles. Then I'm going to raise a soft shell in there, hopefully, and then set up a little stock tank in my dining room whenever the soft shell gets bigger. If I'm still even in this house at that point when it needs to get into something like that.
How are you going to set it up? Like, are you going to have like a land area? Like, I've seen people take tanks and like somehow, I don't know if they came that way, but there's like a walled off section, and that's like all sand or whatever.
No, I don't think I'm going to do all that. Basically, I'm going to have Jack come down and just be like, help, like what do I do, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just like them, but I'm not going to do like the full, like, half of it being sand or anything, but I am going to have an area where they can, plenty of spots for them to get out of the water and bask and stuff. So but yeah, there's a plan It's going to be a slow process. Definitely not something I'm just going to jump into. It's going to be one of the basically like I'm going to plan to have the tank set up with maybe some native fish and then plan to get all my turtles at Daytona next year.
Well, I was just going to ask that. Would you be allowed to field collect turtles in South Carolina?
Depends on the species.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the species. I'm not exactly sure. I think mud and musk turtles would probably be fine.
You
Those-
can keep most of them, I believe. It's just you're limited to
Yeah, you're limited to how many native turtles you can keep for sure, but I don't know what you can and can't actually collect. Jack says yes. I assume the yes means the field collecting.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, for mud and musks, like I'd rather just pay the 10 to 20 bucks.
spotteds.
But it's frowned upon. No, you can't have spotteds here.
I know. Well, I mean, you can.
Oh, dude, the disgusting things I would do for spotted turtles is
Well, you know what? Like this year at Daytona, I saw more spotted turtles for sale than I've seen.
yeah, you can have them in Florida. You just can't have them here.
I was like, this crap.
Yeah, I would get spotted so fast, dude. I'd have already had spotteds if we could have them. But yeah, for as cheap as they are, like mud and musk turtles are not expensive turtles, dude. So I'm just gonna buy some at Daytona and be happy with them. If I can, I hope I can find a loggerhead musk turtle or mud turtle. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's musk. Right?
It's musk.
Okay, that's okay. I hope I can find a loggerhead musk, but Jack was like,
if I could put you on one like tonight, would you want it?
I don't have a setup ready or anything.
Okay, this is a big adult male.
Oh, I mean, I would love that, but no, unfortunately.
Like bigger than my fist.
Really? They get that big?
Oh yeah, dude.
It's fucking sick. But no, I would, I want like a couple. Jack, talking to Jack, he said, yeah, dude, 75 gallon, you could have like 4 of those in there and they'd be fine. So I'm gonna look at doing like 4 males of different kinds of mud and musks. If I had my Struthers, it would be in Eastern mud, a 3-stripe mud, and then one of our musk turtles, and then a loggerhead musk turtle. Just kind of 2 and 2, all males. And then, like I said, I'm going to keep a soft shell in there because, dude, I love soft shells. God, I love soft shells. But it would be a male spiny, which is really that big of a turtle. Because this isn't like this isn't like I want to breed it. Like I'm kind of over like everything you keep, you got to breed. I don't care about that with these. Like I just want them because for some reason those are the only 2 turtles I really give 2 shits about.
Yeah, you like them.
So I want to have the 75 gallon for the mud and musk to live out their lives, and then raise a soft shell in there and put that into a stock tank solo whenever he gets big. But that's kind of on the docket. Other than that, dude, like I'm really very happy with where I'm at. If anything, I need to slim on some stuff. But really don't plan on adding haven't added anything in a while.
I mean, the last boas.
Yeah, last thing I got were the boas. Yeah, those are incredible. I love those. The only thing that's kind of on
because some of us can't, Harry. We have to live vicariously through you, buddy.
Yeah, right. But the only other thing that's kind of maybe possibly on my radar is, again, once the dust settles from all my changes, I might look into possibly maybe acquiring a speckled rattlesnake if possible. Possibly, maybe
an aristocrat.
And that is a very like it would be in my bedroom in a locked cage.
Why the spec?
Dude, seeing Gabe's, man, like they're
yeah,
just fucking incredible, dude.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, they're so chill and like they are just beautiful, dude. It's the white specs for me.
Yeah.
The white one specifically that I'm like,
That's what
dude,
everybody wants.
I know, right? But honestly, any of them, dude. And again, this would be like a something, if I got two, it would be like a, only because I could keep them in one cage type of scenario. But even then, like, I really don't have any desire to have two of them. Like, I would like one just because they're a chill rattlesnake usually. But again, I would do it right. It's definitely not something I would jump into willy nilly.
Can I flex on you just a little bit?
Of course.
I turned this down.
Why? That's incredible.
Because I don't have $800 right now.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
It was actually it was like 2 weeks ago. I got that text message. Like, hey
Damn.
man, I'm moving some stuff. You want this? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would love one. Gabe's been on my butt for a while. He's like, bro, you need some rattlesnakes. And I'm like, dude, the only things I would even consider are a spec. And now I actually might be able to. So who knows? Or maybe I'll get antsy and go collect me a copperhead off my road. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no shortage of them there. Jesus.
No shortage of them. So we'll see. I don't know. I think I want something small, not very is,
small manageable.
You don't want diamondback.
No, I don't want any type of diamondback. I don't want anything large, a large venomous snake. But something manageable that I can keep in, something like a 3 or 4x2 comfortably, and make a really nice naturalistic setup. That's why I like the specs though, dude, because like every time I go into Gabe's room, I immediately go to his spec enclosure, and because he just set it up so nicely, and they're always
I don't think
out.
I've seen his enclosure. I've seen his spec.
Oh my god, you have to see his spec enclosure, dude. He's got like 3 or 4 of them in there, and I don't want to be talking about what Gabe's got going on, but he's pretty open about it, so I'm not saying anything I shouldn't. But
Yeah, he messaged me today about projects. He's getting his ducks in a row for a project, and sadly, I could not help him as much as I would like to in terms of advice or whatever. But dude, if he gets what he's talking about, fucking killer, man.
Dude, he got something recently that's really fucking cool.
Scott, because basiliscus get massive.
Yeah,
I've never seen a wimpy basiliscus. That's like a fucking chode of a snake, dude.
Yeah.
Gabe's actually got some little baby specs right now that he's trying to get eating, and God, dude, they're just these little tiny just chonkers of rattlesnakes, dude. They're so adorable. Like,
are they white specks?
Some of them are.
Okay.
Yeah. But man, they're so pretty, dude. And I love them, man. Like, I got to work with some of Gabe's again under his supervision. Gabe is very, very good with venomous. He's worked with them for a very long time. And again, I'm not one to just be like, oh, I can do this. Like, I was under his supervision and worked with them a little bit. And man, they're incredible, dude. Like, they were the first venomous that I was like, I could fuck with this. Like,
copperheads are fun though.
Copperheads are fun. They're
just a lot of fun.
They're just spastic, dude. Like,
I think that you're used to working with wild ones in the field that are being extremely defensive. If you had one in a captive setting, it would acclimate quite well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have your copperheads. I got Transpecos, and they are fucking lunatics when they want to be, but they're extremely tolerant of me and very easily managed, in my personal opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
So, like, I can collect all the copperheads I want. I can't buy copperheads anymore, unless it's a morph of some kind, which I would not want. So I would have to collect one if I did do that. But I would also want to collect a baby, which is, very easy to do, but I also would worry about getting said baby on frozen thawed.
I didn't have that problem with mine, dude.
Dude,
really?
Everything loves a live fuzzy.
Really?
Dude, every Echistrodon, every North American pit viper loves a live fuzzy.
Hmm.
That's just it.
Getting it to switch over to frozen thawed
Yeah.
wasn't even a problem for me. The biggest issue is like I'd offer it, it would strike it, and then instead of me just laying it down somewhere like it naturally would go and find it, I kept bringing it to it, and it kept hitting it. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm used to snakes just
You
grabbing it
just-
and eating it.
You
So
just
I'm
set
like,
it down.
wait a second, I need to put it down because it's
Yeah.
wondering why it keeps coming back at it. Idiot.
So,
Yeah.
but
As soon as I
Phil,
laid it down, it went over there and ate it. So
but Phil, you say a keystrodon. I've heard swamp lions are not like that. I've heard little cottonmouths can be very hard to get
Well,
onto.
first of all, Jack Oliver says you need a rotten mouth, and I second that. Swamp lions for life.
I love a swamp lion.
If you got a baby swamp lion and you try to tweezer feed it a frozen thawed fuzzy, it's a 50-50 shot if it's going to look at you like, what the hell do you want me to do with this wet fur? Like, no. But if you throw in a live fuzzy and at, I don't know, midnight or 10 p.m. after the lights are all out, I mean, obviously be safe about it, turn a light on to do it, it's going to eat it. It's going to kill it. It's going to eat it, and it's going to rock and roll.
Interesting.
I don't want to give a 1000% guarantee because that nothing is guaranteed, but it is in my experience that when you distance yourself from said wild caught individual specimen and feed it when it's on the hunt,
Right.
you get a higher success rate. So the majority of my stuff is nocturnal, and almost all of it gets fed at night.
Yeah, and I'm the same way with my stuff here. I really try to mimic natural behaviors. But I don't know, man.
I didn't show Phil that
Dude, I was about to say, did you see that absolute beef bust of a cottonmouth we found the other night?
No, dude. I've been so out of social media for the past 2 weeks. Ugh.
Holy God, this was the biggest cottonmouth I think I've ever encountered in the wild.
Let's see it, baby. Let's see
I mean, it was massive. I mean, not only was it long, this thing was pushing 4.5 foot.
Nice.
Like it was big, but
so it's a female.
Yeah, it had to have been. I swear to God, this thing was damn near as big around as my forearm. Like it was huge. We saw it from way back, like to the point Smitty thought it was his life or cane break.
Really?
Like it was big,
I got really excited.
and it was
excited.
and it
was
was
like
gorgeous, dude. Like it was so pretty.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Dude, I love cottonmouths, but again, like it's one of those things. If I get a venomous snake, it would be more like I want one enclosure, and cottonmouths can get pretty beefy. So until
that's why I have a
until I have an outbuilding, I don't really want anything that could get potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a male in a 2-foot black box, and it's probably a little cramped for him because of the decor I have in there. I try to make it as naturalistic as I can without going too crazy. But honestly, I've probably got at least another 2 or 3 years of him in there before I've got to put him in a 3-foot. But I don't think he'll ever exceed a 3-foot ever.
I guess a male would stay a bit smaller. Like, dude, when I saw that female, I was like, good God, dude. Like, just tanks, man. They're huge.
Yeah, man.
Scott, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but of all the rattlesnakes that I would have on my list to keep, Basiliscus are at the very bottom.
I'm sorry. Inform my uneducated self with Latin names.
They do nothing for me. Basiliscus are like dry, plain toast.
But what's the common name for Basiliscus? What are they?
I don't fucking know.
West Coast neotropical rattlesnake.
Okay, the neotropicals do it all for me. Jesus Christ, I love neotropical rattlesnakes, but that's me. But again, like so I don't want to jump into venomous and be like, oh, I want a friggin' diamondback. Like I want something small, manageable, calm, so that's why I think a spec would be right up my alley for potential first venomous. What is that?
Aruba Islands.
I wish Aruba Islands. Jesus. Smitty, I'm sending you a cottonmouth tank enclosure picture for Jake. Oh shit, hold on, this is the wrong format.
That's beautiful.
Don't show my pictures yet, bro. Hang
I'm
on,
sorry.
bro. Hang on. Crap. How am I gonna? Do you want me to text it to you or Facebook Messenger?
Messenger.
Okay, hold on. This thing's being stupid. There's too many photos on my phone.
Harry
And now,
said Jake needs a Western Diamondback, and I find that very humorous. Harry, you're a comedian. You're so funny. I hate you.
okay, so that's coming at you. The cottonmouth thing's coming at you. All right, what were you trying to show, Smithy? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be a proactive host and not be on my phone.
I don't know. I had something posted and then you yelled at me to take
I
it down.
know. So that's my cottonmouth enclosure with
Oh,
my
I
cottonmouth.
love that. I love that. Dude.
So like I said, he's got at least another year or two in there. That's a 2x2, I think 2x18x2, something like that. And then that photo I took, that's one of my pictures that I put in the background.
Oh, he doesn't look cramped at all in that, dude. He's still pretty small.
Well, I've added more. I added a cork round. I added more vines. I made it more thick jungle cypress head.
But again, like I don't think that would be cramped. For me, it's like he could still go over that stuff and stretch out.
Yeah,
just
for
fine.
sure, for sure. And I mean, he's taking rat pup every other week, and he probably could take a small or a small medium if he wanted to. But
yeah,
I just like this picture. This is my silver. My silver subok in my what I call my alpine enclosure, Alpine, Texas. And that's again that background I took like 3 or 4 miles west of Alpine or east of Alpine, excuse me, where the silver subocs hail. And I just thought it was a cool picture I want to share.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
So Phil, as somebody who I respect oh so dearly as a venomous keeper, would you also agree, or would you agree at all that a spec would be a potentially good candidate for a first venomous? Is that
I would say that a white spec would be a good first venomous candidate if you've already experienced handling multiple venomous at multiple facilities like yourself.
Okay.
You know, you being Jake at this level of experience in your life, I think that would be more than fine for you to get a spec. However, someone who's never handled venomous, no, I would not do that.
Can I ask why?
Because it's gonna do things that you don't expect it to do because you think it's all cute and coiled up, and then it's gonna be cute and coiled up for 6 months, and all of a sudden it's gonna have a bad day. It's gonna lash out irrationally. You know, and then it's so calm and so chill and rides a hook so well that you're going to be tempted to tail it, or you're going to be tempted to use a smaller hook, or you're going to be tempted to reach in and grab the water bowl because, oh, it's a coiled up, it never moves. You know what I mean? And like, that's something that people who don't have venomous mentorship, they do that. And it's bad, but like, you can't get mad at them if they didn't know it was bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that false insecurity is 1000% gonna happen with a spec, a white spec.
For sure.
They're just so not laissez blah, you know.
So you keep saying white spec specifically. Are there attitude differences between the other forms?
It is in my personal experience, anecdotally, excuse me, my personal experience, the white specs that we have in captivity that are perpetually captive bred and the gene pool diversified, of course, are typically more relaxed or tolerant of humans than other colors or localities.
Gotcha.
Most of the captive bred stuff in the trade that I've experienced is of like a California lineage from decades ago that's kind of been, you know, crossbred with some Arizona stuff and what have you. But because they are smaller, because they blend in so well with their unique ecosystem, they're a little more chill. While as some of the other things in the Michelai Pyrus complex, if you want to call it that, oh, they're not. They're dickheads. You know what I mean? Like I've never had a pink or red Pyrus that wasn't an asshole.
Gotcha.
And I mean,
Okay.
it's not that they're assholes. They're not. That's bad. That's bad vernacular. They're extremely defensive.
Yeah. Of course.
Opposed to a white speck that in captivity that is very accustomed to human interaction and very tolerant of us
Right.
hooking it and tube watering it and spraying it and whatever. You know.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
And Harry asks in the chat, what about pigs? Because that's also like one.
Yeah, I love pigs, man.
One I've heard.
Two.
I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about them, though. Like getting them going, as far as
getting
like
them going is a huge pain in the ass.
Gotcha.
The only reason why I haven't bred pigs is because I've had, I don't want to say accidental litters, but like I've worked with females that were field collected and gravid, and they had a litter, and
right,
dude, getting babies going is a nightmare. It's worse than baby spotted pythons. It's worse than baby chondros. It's rough, man. And I feel so bad. And like, I've got a pair of Duskies that I field collected myself in this same general vicinity in Palm Beach County. Mm-hmm. And I love them, dude. I love my pigs. Palm Beach County pigs are probably my favorite pygmies of all of them. They're just bright rust red saddling with that rich, dark blue, almost purplish gray color to them. But dude, I know that I don't have the time or the patience for acclimating babies, and I would hate to bring life into this world and have them not thrive, So
what about like say a subadult field collected pig?
Oh, go for it.
Really? You don't think that would give many issues? Like if fed live or even frozen?
No, and you gotta. So let's say it's big enough to take a fuzzy.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it. I field collected on a Monday, right? Mm-hmm. I wait 2 weeks of leaving it alone, let it do its thing. Mist it once or twice just to get some humidity in there, change its water if it needs to be, but I'm going to leave the thing alone. I may even cover the enclosure with a pillowcase or a blanket or something that is going to mask some light and just let it chill. And then at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, once the sun's going down, I'm going to drop in a live pinky. Even though that's a small meal item and it should be eating something the size of a fuzzy, I'm going to drop in a live pinky. And I'm going to not touch it or look at it until the next night. And then I'm going to go see if that pinky's still there.
So would you cup said pinky or would you just drop it on the floor?
A live pinky on the floor and just let him hunt. T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. He wants to hunt. I
gotcha.
Yeah, and that's what I've always done with wild pigs is I give them a meal item that's alive and smaller, and I've been successful with it. Gotcha. Now right now I've got a Egyptian cat-eyed snake that does not want to eat, and I'm getting frustrated. It has not lost body weight. It has not been nearly long enough for it to be in any kind of peril, but it doesn't want to eat, and I'm at the point now where I'm starting to use girdle tail lizard shed skin and putting it inside other prey items that are frozen thawed. Mm-hmm. I think my next move is going to be to flash boil a pinky in frozen thawed lizard. I think that might be the trick. Yeah. I'm going to try that. But again, I have the thing in darkness covered with a pillowcase. The pillowcase is translucent enough that it has a light cycle, but it can't see out. So like it knows when it's daytime, it knows when it's nighttime, the thermal gradient's still there, the ambient temperature's still there. It's healthy and happy. But I'm eliminating as much stress as humanly possible. I don't want it to feel like it's ever needing to watch behind it. Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
So, and I did that with several other cat-eyed snakes, and it works like a charm. It just, you have to have patience. Yeah. But it's not the same patience as baby pygmies where you almost can't do that with a baby pygmy because you're feeding a baby pygmy a pinky leg.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's tough, man.
So I guess follow up with that, since we're on the topic, somebody like me who is potentially looking at getting their first venomous, like all preferences aside, what do you think is the best first venomous snake?
You can't answer. I can't answer.
No, I know it's a hard question, but let's
restructure it. Let's restructure it. Let's focus on Jake because that's
for sure.
The question is for Jake.
For sure.
In my personal opinion, again, highly anecdotal, knowing my friend Jake, knowing his experience level, knowing his likes, his dislikes, and knowing that you're gonna want to do something naturalistic, not necessarily bioactive. It's got to be easy to remove the animal safely. It's got to be easy to maintain the enclosure safely. To me, I say you go catch your own cottonmouth or copperhead.
Really? Okay.
I say you wait for the right one and you go on the hunt, because not only if you have a mission, you say, okay, I'm going to go out one night a week, every week throughout until it's too cold, right? If I don't find that one special specimen, I wait till spring, and it gives you more time to think. And like I feel like when people ask me like, oh, what do you think of this tattoo idea? I tell them to take a sketch or a picture of the tattoo and take some scotch tape and put it on their bathroom mirror. And I tell them, look at that thing in the mirror every single day for like 6 months.
It's
If
so
you're-
funny.
if
It's so
you're
funny
not-
you say that. I tell them to put it as their phone background.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm old school,
Yeah.
and that's it. And if you're not sick of
Yeah.
looking at it, or you still feel passionate about it, and you still feel excited about it after 6 to 8 months, whatever, then go for it. Get it tattooed. Fuck it. And some people aren't like that. Some people are like, no, I want it now. I'm going to get it now. Rock and roll, to each their
Right.
own. Your body, your choice. Whatever you want to do. Now,
Right.
the same thing kind of goes for catching the baby pig, catching the baby cottonmouth, or catching the baby copperhead. And I wouldn't get a neonate baby. I would get something that's like 6 to 8 months old. It's already got a bunch of meals in it. It's already experienced some kind of seasonal change, regardless of what time of year it is. It's
Again,
experienced
something that could eat like a fuzzy.
Yeah, something that could eat like a fuzzy, or would be intrigued by a mammal fuzzy, right?
Right.
And is sick and tired of eating green tree frogs or whatever. And not only are you now waiting for the perfect specimen, it makes the hunt, the thrill of the hunt, more meaningful.
Yeah.
It makes that individual specimen more meaningful. You're also not removing an adult from the wild, because we all, you, me, and Smitty, we all have the same feeling about that.
Of course.
And you're able to give this creature a great rest of its life, and it's your specimen, and it's young enough that it can grow tolerant of you. It can become accustomed to your feeding schedules and your husbandry tactics. And I feel like that would be more meaningful and special to someone like you,
Right.
in my opinion.
And I agree wholeheartedly, and I certainly appreciate the thought and answering my silly questions. But
no, it's a silly.
My rebuttal is, for one, cottonmouths are going to be out of the question just for out of a size.
No one says you got to keep it forever, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But it's also not something that like I would really like want to sell. And after a certain period, I wouldn't want to just let it go.
No, I'm with you on that.
So it would be more a copperhead scenario for sure.
Okay.
But my only worry with something like a copperhead, especially as a young one or baby, whatever, or like
juvenile,
not a fresh baby, a juvenile,
yeah,
is they don't ride a hook for shit.
Well, that's why you got to get experience. They make this thing. It's called another hook.
Yeah.
They make this thing. It's called safety tweezers.
Yeah.
They make this thing. It's called rubber tipped hemostats. Like, there's ways to work around the animal if you really want to go with it. But there's no reason at all that my friend Jake, who I know is very good with a hook, can't use 2 neonate hooks to remove the animal, keep it calm and safe, and put it in another temporary enclosure to clean its cage.
Yeah,
it's doable.
Yeah.
And remember, the animal that you find on the road. Can you guys hear that jet plane that's flying over me?
No.
Okay, it's loud as hell by me. The animal that you find on the road when you're road cruising, or under the board that you flipped, or the piece of tin that you flipped, it's on the defense, man. It knows that it's got to get the hell away from the giant hairy ape, and it knows that it's got a hole over there, some pine needles over there, some leaf litter in front of it, because it's already been living there. It's already mapped out that scent trail. Right. It's marked where the safe zones are, whether it be with its tongue or with its, musk that it's sprayed to know where its area is. Like, it has a home turf advantage. So it's going to be spastic. It's not going to ride a hook. It's not going to cooperate because it thinks it's getting eaten. once you get it home and it knows the routine, and some weeks and some months have gone by, and it knows that you're not going to eat it, and it knows that it's getting fed on the regular, and it knows that its cage is perpetually cleaned, like they do acclimate. And I really feel like it would be, that's what I would do if I was Jake.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? And then not to mention, you're getting out in the field more because you've committed to the hunt. You know what I mean? You're gonna find a bunch of different copperheads, and and here's the thing: you may decide, okay, I want one with no saddle spots, or I want one where the saddles are offset, or I want one with a lateral stripe or a vertical stripe or no striping. I may want one that has an aberrant blotching to the sides of it. Who knows, man? Whatever you're into, you know,
dude. And it's so funny you bring that up because, like, as you're talking, I'm like, I already know exactly what kind of copperhead I would want.
There you go.
Like, period. Because, like, there's always this very certain look that I'm so drawn to with copperheads. Because you're right, I see on this road that I cruise, yeah, Smitty, like, dude, springtime, 20 copperheads a night isn't out
Easy.
of the question.
Yeah,
isn't out of the question. Minimum springtime, you're looking at 5 to 10.
Wow. I've never seen one in the wild. That's crazy,
dude. I'm talking minimum, dude, 5 to 10. Like,
that's awesome.
There's been nights I found close to 30. I mean, it's insane. Like,
Wow.
I have found so many on this road. And there's always this one look that always gets me. It's not the ones with like the little speckling in the saddles are always cool.
That's not, I like a clean look.
Same.
Yeah.
I like it because I think it can be unique. They look like little smiley faces in the saddles.
Yes,
like,
yes, the smileys.
It's all cool, but that's not what I want. I want that one that, like, when as a juvenile, it's like purple and gray.
Yes,
and it is, and it's clean, and it's so now, clean. Like,
I do not subscribe to current nomenclature of Agkistrodon. There is a southern copperhead and a northern copperhead. Absolutely. There is this east. I understand the DNA is the same. I understand the scale count's the same, and we're talking about regional phenotypes. Okay. They are different attitudes. One hibernates, one doesn't.
Yeah, 100%.
The southern look is more my vibe in that regard.
Absolutely.
Especially when you get that North Georgia, South Carolina yellow head. Yeah. I had one of those animals, that Northeast Georgia animal, that was just fucking radioactive. It literally is the snake you just described, but the head looked like a yellow-headed tortoise.
Phil, I want to pull up a picture if I can find that I think you would appreciate. Have you ever seen, not a baby, I mean a full-on adult copperhead, to where the entire thing is gold? Like,
no.
The entire, I've never seen a copperhead like this before, and I don't know if it's, common in other areas, but I found this copperhead. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture.
Yeah,
the entire thing was gold. Like, I had never seen a copperhead before like this in my life. It was one of the prettiest snakes I've ever seen. Like, absolutely wonderful. And I'm gonna see if I can't find it, but that did it for me, like, through and through. And it was oh, here we go. I already found it. Let me see. Like, oh my God, dude. Every time I look at it, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm going to try and share my screen. Hold on.
Yeah, Harry, I was kind of bummed to let that one go.
Yeah, that one Smitty found that was all striped. I wish you would have found that today. Let me see.
Dude, if I could have taken that one home, I would have.
Well, see, now you have a buddy that potentially can. So, can y'all, let me see if this is going to pop up. Can y'all see that?
Oh, wow. Look at that thing. Dude, the reduction on the saddles is epic.
It's insane, dude. It almost didn't even have saddles. Like, it had bands.
Yeah, that's a banded copperhead.
And the whole thing was like this. The picture doesn't do it justice. It's got that yellow head that you're talking about, but the entire thing was just golden, dude. It was like a sunset. color and just one of the most incredible copperheads I've ever seen. And this is a full blown adult. Like this thing was like,
Oh, really?
yeah, this thing was like 2.5, 3 feet long.
Oh, wow. Holy crap. That's a
Like,
huge copperhead.
yeah. Oh, dude, they get big around here. Like, it's not uncommon to find, a 2.5 foot copperhead. But this one, dude, I found so much variance. This was at the quail hunting plantation I worked at for my internship in college.
Nice.
So much variance in the copperheads around there, and I was just geeking out about it. But like this one just stuck out so much, man. Like such an incredible animal. And then there's another one I came across that was also beautiful, very purple, but it was young. I also have noticed that a lot of them, when they're young, have more of this purple look.
Yes, that is exactly it, man. It's almost like a
Yeah.
lilac almost.
Yeah, like
Right?
it's this purpley pinkish. Like this was a much younger animal, but I've
Mhm.
seen a lot more that like younger, they have more of this look, and then as adults, they get more of that gray, kind of brown, more of that classic look. But I've still that last one I showed you was the only one I've ever seen that was like that golden blonde, just beautiful color, man.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
trying to I had so my buddy who is a Georgia resident, he caught me a yellowhead on his property.
there you go.
And he brought it down to me. He had a venomous license in Florida at the time. He was living in Jacksonville, and he was working in Jacksonville, and he lived in North Georgia. So he brought me the copperhead, and dude, absolutely incredible. I'm trying to get the picture of it now. Of course, I got to scroll back many moons. And it was so cool. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do the photo background thing, naturalistic, and actually the trip for Smitty's wedding. On my way home from that trip, I stopped at his house in North Georgia, and he drove me on an ATV into the woods where he caught it, and I took a picture so I could make the background of where that snake was actually caught.
That's awesome.
And I'm literally on his couch watching TV with him the day before I left, and I bought the background online. I uploaded the picture so it can be printed on the vinyl, and I drove home. And when I got home, snake was dead.
No, man.
Yeah, and I mean, and I had it for, God only knows how. I'd had it for at least maybe 2 years at the time. I just sent it to Smitty. This was a fresh shed, and this is the prettiest southern copperhead I've ever seen in my entire life. If Smitty's so kind to pull it up.
After this, I'm going to show you the. Oh my God!
Yeah, like, dude, come on.
What?
Yeah, this is North.
Oh, what?
Yeah, bro. And like the dots bothered me. I was like, all right, I can deal with the dots because just it still has that purple wash to it. But like obviously it had a bad shed, and
but
and
see the dots are dots are there, but they're not like freckly dots. Like they make that ghost face kind of.
They make the ghost face, and it's difficult. Like us Morelia guys, we always talk about the tipping, right? And we talk about how the tipping is faded on each individual scale. When you look at the tan saddles, depending on how you want to look at it, whether it's negative or positive in terms of like the scale, the photo spectrum, excuse me, the tan parts, see how they fade to a lighter color before they hit the dark maroon saddles? Yeah. Like that shit's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, dude. So weirdly though, even though I will say that is prettier than that gold copperhead I showed you earlier. Weirdly, I would probably still take the gold one.
No, and don't get me wrong.
I don't know why. No. I wouldn't take it as like, oh, mine was better type of thing.
No. I think yours, that golden wash, the overall wash, or that lilac haze, that lilac glow that we talked about,
and the bands, dude,
and the crispness of it, where it is almost a banded animal. That is highly desirable to me in that regard. This thing was just fucking crazy.
Yeah, that almost like, to me, that's like almost on like morph level of shit. Like I've never seen a copperhead that looked like that.
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever seen, like,
That's
with that yellow of a head, and honestly,
yeah,
I don't think the head wasn't that yellow. It literally just shed when I came home, and I was like, "Oh, fuck." And
yeah,
that is a, V70 tub, just for scale.
really.
So, just to give you an idea how big it was. Um, but yeah, I really feel like if you made it a mission to find, quote, unquote, "Jake's Copperhead," not only are you gonna be out in the field herping, you can even make rules for yourself, like, uh must be found with a flip. You know what I mean? Like you can make rules for yourself as to what's going to make that animal that much more special.
So you want to know what would make it special is also finding it on this road because I already have yellows and reds from that same exact road,
Yeah,
and they're just spectacular. For some reason, this road produces just some weird looking animals.
it's
Like
your road, man.
I found
It's
a
your
yellow
road.
rat. I found an adult yellow rat out there that you would have swore was from Florida.
Oh wow,
Like our yellow rats around here are normally very, very
Ugly.
dirty, dark,
yeah,
dingy. I love them, because to me they're unique, but they're normally very dark. This thing was all of 4.5, 5 foot long. It was
wow,
it was a massive snake to be road cruised at night, like of
yeah,
all things. And this thing was the most crisp yellow with perfect stripes. And I was like, this is like a gem for South Carolina yellows because you just don't see them like this. The yellows were so yellow, so bright, and perfect stripes.
yeah.
Like it was insane. So like this, and then the copperheads we find are so variable, between the colors and the patterns, and they're really really cool. So like just coming off of this road for me is spectacular because like this was also like the only reason I found this road was because I was looking for rainbow snake spots,
Nice.
and there's a landing right there, and I was like, I need to go look at this landing and see if there's any rocks around it, see if I can't get a rainbow.
Yeah,
And so I went there, and the landing was ass for potential rainbows, but I saw the road and I was like, man, like I feel like this could be good. So I kind of drove it during the middle of the day. I found a couple DOR water snakes and then a black racer, and I was like, I really think I need to come out here at night. And good God, if that didn't provide, like it's been insane.
nice.
But here's the video of that swamp lion me and Smitty found the other
Damn,
week.
that's a good looking snake, man. He's big.
It's being glitchy.
That's all right. We still see him.
I mean, it was massive, dude.
Man, if that snake could shed 2 or 3 times for you in captivity, that thing would
Right.
be fucking
Get that
stellar.
jungle skin off. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Get that jungle skin off.
Yeah, dude, that is one thing. Like, I no disrespect to Florida or Florida.
Oh, you can't. It's dude.
Florida cottonmouths are not it. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Like, they're
it's
not.
it's if you like a black viper, then yeah, you're in business. But
Exactly.
if you want the quintessential swamp lion stripes or bands, then yeah, you got to
Yeah.
go South Carolina, Georgia. You got to do it.
If I could find one I found some years ago, this was like a full blown adult cottonmouth, and it was so pretty that I had to take a picture from the truck because I was afraid it was going to get away. And sure enough, it did. But I got picture proof that this thing existed.
Pictures didn't happen.
Right? Like I don't even know where I would find it. I only knew where that first copperhead was because I knew it was at the beginning of my pictures. But this one is going to be somewhere jumbled in the middle. I'm gonna see if I can find it for you. But dude, the South Carolina cottonmouths are just, I mean, you almost can't. They're unlike anything, dude. Like that full pattern, like no black, just beautiful golden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one that they have at Cypress Gardens, man, is probably one of the nicest ones I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. But yeah, dude, like I don't know the cottonmouths around here, and I would love a cottonmouth. I wouldn't be confident sexing one, you know, and I wouldn't want to take the chance of potentially taking in a female that's going to get
Yeah,
potentially large. Because, dude, that the Serpentarium, the Edisto Serpentarium has one that is, dude, I swear to God, every bit of 5 feet long. Like,
yeah.
if not bigger. Like, it's the biggest cottonmouth I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
Like,
I believe it.
it's
The
massive.
when Marcus was the herpetologist at Frost Science, they had a Western cottonmouth that was on loan to them from the Kentucky Zoo, and no shit, the thing was thicker than my forearm.
Oh
It
yeah,
was, and like
like
those westerns, man, like that East Texas, West Mississippi, man, that things are bro, just huge
massive.
swamp lions.
Yeah.
Um, I just sent Smitty a picture of that pine habitat where that yellow-headed copperhead was found. And do you want me to put it up, Smitty, or you? I see you scrolling. Or is that Jake?
I'm scrolling.
Oh, that's Jake.
Yeah, that's Jake.
Would you
Sorry.
mind opening that for me, Smitty? If you've already got it open. So that's just a really good looking Florida that I thought. It sucks you can't see it,
Oh, dude.
but
Yeah.
that thing just evaded the dirt its whole life. you know, like a bona fide banded viper. You know, and that's Broward County actually. So that's west of uh, Fort Lauderdale. This is that habitat where that yellowhead was found,
Damn.
and that
Oh, dude, that's so
and
beautiful.
like I have that background just rolled up in a tube. I don't have an animal to use it with yet. So and now that the room is a desert room, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But yeah,
I
and then
mean, it's a desert room, but you already have a cottonmouth in there, don't you?
yeah, and I got yeah, I guess you got a point. It's desert with Florida stuff like you know you got the corn snakes,
I
got
feel
a Everglades rat snake. You know what? I'll use it for the Everglades rat snake. That'll
Yeah,
look
there
good.
you go.
Yeah,
There you go. I feel like you can manipulate a cage though, you know.
sure.
I think it's easier to manipulate a cage, a it's easier to manipulate a tropical cage in a desert room than it is to manipulate a desert cage in a tropical room.
Yes, very much
You
so.
know what I
Very
mean?
much.
Like,
Yeah,
our stuff, the stuff that you find around here can be a little bit more forgiving for one, but
sure.
also like it's easier to make a cage more humid than it is to make it more dry.
No, that's for sure.
Uh,
That's for sure.
so I
Yeah,
think you got it going with that.
well, I appreciate that. It's been raining for like 4 or 5 days straight, and luckily the humidity in the desert room hasn't broke 53%. So
Oh wow.
I got real lucky with that. I was worried I was gonna have to get a dehumidifier because it literally has just been raining nonstop.
I mean, 53% isn't even bad for tropical stuff, man. I mean, it stays below that usually in this room for me. Like, and
Oh, really?
yeah, majority of my stuff's fine. It's because I have a heater running
Mm,
pretty much all the time in here, or else my AC will bring it a little too low for my liking. Um, so I have a heater running in here all the time and it stays around, which is weird for where I live, but it stays a solid, what is it now? It stays anywhere from 48 to 52%,
okay. Yeah,
which
I'm
isn't
just
which isn't ideal, but
yeah, but no, but for what you got, your colubrids and stuff, I think that's fine.
yeah, but
Yeah.
and it's so weird. Like during the winter, I'll cycle stuff in the main room usually at least for like a month. During that month when the heater's off, my humidity jumps to 65%, and
Okay.
that's dead of winter.
Well,
Like
so I'm looking at it right now. So this week, the desert room was basically 82 every day and 73 every night. But right now, outside, like where I'm sitting smoking the cigar, it is 79 outside and it is 87% humidity.
goddamn.
Yeah.
It's probably
Jesus.
not that far off here. It rained today, so I know it's humid as shit outside. Um, but
Smitty,
man,
how's that Romeo and Juliet?
I finished it.
Okay,
It's good.
good.
Not as good as this Bits of Havana Selección de Capital.
Oh, nice.
Warped.
Fuck yeah, man. Dude,
Taste
they're
of smoke.
coming out with some great shit, man.
Look at how brown this cellar
Oh,
is
beautiful. Beautiful.
for
What's
comparison.
the term? Okay, so like wine people, it's the tannins. What's the tannins of tobacco?
I don't know, just oils.
Where's Dustin Black when you need him? What's the tannins of tobacco? Watch it still be tannins.
that
Yeah. It's like it's your neon tetra dark water tank. It's the tannins.
it's the tenants.
The tannins. Sorry, Jake. What were you saying, man?
No, I was gonna say just thank you. You gave me a lot of thinking points, and maybe I,
Dude, you can even make a
maybe
segment on every episode of Flippin' 10. It's like every episode, like a 10-minute
journey.
Yeah, dude, like Project Copperhead, like we hit up Highway 142 this week, and these are the Copperheads we found, and we're kind of thinking numbers 1 and 2. Here's a poll for Instagram, something. I don't know, make fun of it.
Well, yeah, it's one of those things that like I know when it comes to a copperhead, I know exactly what I like. I don't need anybody else's opinion if I'm being honest. But now that the opportunity has presented itself and you're talking about it, I'm like, man, a copperhead would actually be like fucking dope.
Yeah,
Like
Fun, man.
that actually sounds like a lot of
them up. Yeah, and like you have the ability to set them up minimalistic. You have the ability to set them up fully decked out bioactive, and like, oh no, you don't have a giant enclosure. It's not the end of the world. It's a copperhead. It'll be fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of which, Smitty, don't hate me, but can you pull up the picture of that one Transpecos copperhead in the bush? So I made an observation that I had never seen before. I have one baby Transpecos copperhead that I did not produce. It was field collected. It was field collected as a neonate. Now it's probably 8 or 9 inches long. It's still tiny. It's still eating fuzzies, but that thing is a solid 7 or 8 inches off the ground.
Oh, and yeah, I believe that.
I've never seen that observation before. Like first of all, I've never seen a copperhead of any kind in the wild ever. It's on my lists. But of all my copperheads I've ever worked with or ever owned, they've never been off dirt. Like maybe on a rock cave hide that I had, or a black plastic hide that I have, or if there's like a pseudo shelf in there, maybe. But like to climb this fake agave, this silicone rubber agave plant that I have in there, dude, I thought that was a very cool observation.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. You'll definitely I've mostly road cruise copperheads, but I have seen and I think it's more common with the smaller stuff. How big is that snake?
That at least maybe 7 or 8 inches. That's it.
So I think it's
tiny.
I think it's a lot more common with smaller pit vipers than we think. Like it's not unheard of around here to see baby cane breaks in like small shrubs, like short shrubs. And I've actually
in palm bark.
Yeah, exactly. I've also I also watched me and Ben Frame found a baby cane break out here, and we were photographing it, just kind of watching it, not getting too close, not hooking it, no nothing like that. And we watched this thing for a long time because this was the first rattlesnake Ben had ever seen in the wild, period.
What a great first fucking rattlesnake.
Dude, and a beautiful individual. Oh my God, such an incredible animal. And this thing actually started like working its way up a pine tree, like through the bark, and it had started like crawling up and kind of turned and like sat in the wedges of the bark, and it kind of just like made me think. And talking to Gabe, he's like, yeah, that's not unheard of for like small pit vipers to get into, low hanging foliage, and stuff like that. Because I also think like it's not a secret anymore that copperheads will eat bugs.
Yeah,
Like people have seen copperheads eating cicadas and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
where are those bugs going to be? They're going to be in foliage, like like grasshoppers, cicadas. They're going to be in foliage like that. So it would not surprise me at all if baby pit vipers, especially stuff like copperheads, would be on like not super high off the ground, obviously, but that like kind of ankle to shin high height, in in some type of shrub to try and get those bugs or
Yeah.
lizards even.
Yeah.
Because where are those usually hiding?
Absolutely. Scaloporus,
Exactly.
Scaloporus in every nook and cranny of everything in the world. Yeah.
Right. Because when those things are on the ground, they're running. Ain't no baby copperhead catching no damn Scaloporus on the run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
Look at this fucking thing.
Dude, did you see the setup he did? Did he show you the setup?
No.
Dude, it's a simple tank setup with some dead cholla cactus and some sandy loomy soil. And I texted him, I was like, dude, I love that substrate. What is that? He's like, Arizona dirt.
yes,
And like,
yes,
dude, how great did that animal look?
You got to take a closer look because this thing is just.
Yeah. Hold on. Did he send you? I think he sent me more pictures than you.
Like, look at that.
Dude, I know.
Oh,
what am I looking at?
God. It's a Hypsiglenna.
Oh.
Jani.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, I don't remember seeing any that looked like that. That
blonde. Whose is this?
It was no, this was sent to me by Russell Morris.
Oh, really?
He lives in West Texas. Yeah.
Oh, because you know what I just realized? Tristan sent me something very similar.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, dude, you gotta look at Tristan's. That's hilarious.
I don't think he sent it to me.
Hold on. I gotta get you this. This thing is so pretty.
God, that's nice. I'm telling you, man, I gotta get my hands on some eventually. Lizards be damned. Like it in the air. Jake. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Sanka, you dead, man?
No, Phil got me all fucked up, dude, and I'm like thinking of copperhead setups now. Because like now I'm over here like, dude, if I get one off the road, like I can literally like duck into the woods and get some soil and leaves and fucking just grab everything I need, like, dude, exactly where I collected.
Isopods up in that shit.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Like, so dude, he sent me this. This is from, I think he got 2 or 3 of them in his job site. He says they're everywhere. These are some of the prettiest ones.
I like that a lot too.
Yeah, I think he wound up keeping 2 or 3 of them. I just sent you a video of the setup. But dude, look at how chunky it is. Look at how, like, and I'll be honest, man, a tank setup, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, these are from. Yeah,
night snakes.
Yeah, he sent me that same video.
I don't think he sent it to me. I see how it is, Tristan. No one appreciates Hypsiglenna like me.
That is true.
And you don't even send me the video. Look at him. He's like, oh, fuck.
Fucking
still watching.
Dude, like, honestly, a simple tank setup. He's got different types of soil loomed together. He's got the dead cholo branches in there, or cholla, excuse me. He's got some moss, little water dish. Like, dude, what a great little naturalistic setup.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. If I could get the lizard thing figured out, I'd be all about it.
I really think you just need to get some frozen thawed Scaloporus and, like, use it as a scenting a scenting thaw incentive for some washed pinks, and I think you'll be in business.
I wonder if they do Turkicus because I've got enough of those here in the garage to keep them going.
Yeah. You know what I've always wondered with something like Turkicus or any of the Hemidactylus, thank you. Tip of the tongue. What would happen if you lined the top with Vaseline like they do for roaches? Do you think it'd keep them at bay?
I think you'd probably have shed issues because that's what happens when like cresteds get Pangea all up in their feet and stuff, and they go to shed because it's like caked in there.
Okay, but I'm saying you don't think it would stop them from walking through it?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Just a thought.
I think if I was gonna do them again, I need to get a nicely sealed Exo that doesn't. I think the one I was using was kind of had some holes in the lids that weren't supposed to be there, and like around the edges and stuff. And I don't know, double down mesh on a Bio G because I'm sitting here looking at one that I've had in the garage here for a hot minute.
Yeah,
really put some double up the mesh on that so it's finer, so they can't babies can't get out of it, and get a big group room together.
Yeah,
be cool.
I'm gonna sending you another picture, Smitty. Don't hate me. This one's for Jake. I'm gonna send what I would call a simple setup in a tub. So this is a Container Store gasket tub. You can honestly use whatever tub you want, but this is a simple, naturalistic-ish setup because everything in it, with the exception of the cork, everything in it is fake. It's different types of reptile substrates that I loomed together myself. Pea gravel, shale, and quartz stone. And this is in a freaking tub. Let me just make sure it's the right video.
Yeah, I need to get some fake plants for the Chapala tank. Add some color.
And I feel like Jake could, I feel like Jake, you could do this for your neonate copperhead, and you have time to do it. You have time to play with it and experiment. But at least in a setup like this, not only is it safer because I can put this tub inside another tub as a spill. Oh, the video is delayed. Let it restart. But you could put that tub inside another tub. God forbid the snake gets squirrely and flies out of that tub. It's still a tub within a tub, right?
Right.
That's what I did when I was rehousing tarantulas over the weekend. It did make life a lot easier when they only have one direction they can go.
So I understand the tub within a tub concept.
Right.
My only thing with that is ventilation.
No. Only for cleaning and maintenance.
Oh, God,
God,
I'm an idiot.
No, you're okay. So
makes so much more sense.
No, only for cleaning. So what I did is I have a very, very thin, I don't remember the millimeter drill bit, and it's painstaking for these neonates because I'm OCD like that. But I make a crap load of air holes in strategic places where I will never put where I would not put my hand. Does that make sense?
Of course.
Then I take a step drill bit,
and I kind of lower level.
No, like holes. where the latches are.
Yeah, not near those.
No air holes by the latches.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you put the air holes at a lower level,
right?
Like
or like certain tubs that like if there's 4 latches, the air holes will be in between the latches. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then I'll take a step drill bit so I can make them crisp and clean. It actually looks like they're professionally done. In terms of the smoothness, there's no jagged pieces of plastic, whatever. I'll do that, and I'll keep your neonate copperhead in that for the first year or two, and now you have time to really build out whatever vivarium you choose to do. And that's the next hunt. That's the next project, is gathering the right stone and gathering the right sand and getting the isopods of the area. And at the same time, now your fresh juvenile that you field collected is in a smaller container for observation, and you can see if there's any kind of, if it needs to be dewormed or whatever. You're more control, allows the animal to find its prey better, and so on and so forth. I mean, all stuff you already know. But I feel like people get in their head like, oh, first venomous, I need to have it in an actual vivarium with a lock. And no, man, just gasket tub, dude. That snake's not gonna pop a gasket.
Yeah, it's one of those things like here, I'm not going to say this is a good thing whatsoever, but we don't have the inspections like y'all do in
Yeah,
Florida. It doesn't have to have the locks and
right.
all that crazy shit.
Especially this is fucking Vegas.
Again, yeah, again, not saying that's a good thing, but it's just a fact here. Like
Yeah.
I'm not going to get inspected. And there's also where I would keep this would be in my bedroom, not my snake room,
Yeah.
where people would come in and potentially open something. This would be in my bedroom, and there's no people that would just waltz into my bedroom and open a enclosure, even though this would be properly labeled. Of course, either way, this would be something like I would do it safely, of course, but the gasket tubs are the only way to go
Oh yeah.
in my opinion. Like you won't. Yeah, if I'm using tubs for anything bigger than a little itty bitty baby colubrid, it's a gasket tub, let alone something venomous.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get that substrate mix from you. I really like the way that looked. Where'd
Yeah.
you get all of that?
Home Depot and Underground.
Underground.
So
Gotcha.
that one tub I just sent you with the clobber eye in it, the clobber that just shed. That's my special girl. Shout out Clob King.
A special girl.
That's Big Hatchet. That's Big Hatchet, baby.
That's right.
That is
Big hatch.
Big Hatch. That is, like I said, pea gravel, shale, and crushed quartz from Home Depot. That is a handful of Zoom Ed bio balls just to regulate humidity. That is Exoterra yellow and red. Oh my god, what do they call it? Stone sand. It's a newer line.
Mhm.
And then I threw in some oak leaves, some cork bark, and like I broke up pieces of cork bark, and I literally just floofed it, and then threw the rocks in there, and that's it for that particular tub.
Yeah.
Trying to make it as clob as I can.
I mean, would it be stupid of me to just like go
Take
off the
dirt.
side of the road where I collect it and just
So I would
collect
say
dirt
if
substrate?
okay, so if you found the snake on the shoulder of the road, I would not collect soil from the shoulder of the road.
Okay.
I would hike, I don't know, 50 to 80 yards in.
Yeah, that's kind of what
Yeah,
I meant. I didn't mean like literally dig some
Yeah.
shit up on the side of the road.
Yeah, no, just because of like oil runoff from
Yeah,
cars and
for
dirt.
sure.
And, yeah,
For sure.
but that is 1,000% what's what. I mean, like, not to name drop Kyle too much, but like every substrate that Kyle has for his locality specific rattlesnakes is he literally brings jars in a backpack so that he takes as much. And he says he's actually made trips where he's not herping. He's just brought a shovel and a 5-gallon bucket for that one vivarium.
Yeah.
And he went to the rock where he found that rattlesnake and just started just scooping, obviously not in natural areas, but
right. For me, it makes a little bit more sense with stuff in the desert because it's mostly sand and rocks. For here, it's going to be grasses and pine straw and fucking dirt, So it's
yeah, but
there's going to be a lot more bugs in it.
But that's okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
right.
Especially if some of the stuff is going to die off, some of the bacteria that's in there and microorganisms that are in there is going to die off because it doesn't have that natural rain cycle. It doesn't have the natural looming of outside. But dude, I got pine needles by the bag. I got pine cones by the bag. You know what I mean? So like my
I still have 2 full bags of longleaf pine cones.
Oh, dude, there you go, man. And that's the thing is like obviously pine needles and pine cones, they do get gross, they do rot.
For sure.
But you can kind of tell when it's getting funky. You take them out, you throw them away, you put new, you put fresh, whatever.
Yeah.
And another thing I've done is I'm trying to find a picture of it. I don't know why I don't have a picture of it, but I will take one of the air holes in the lid and I'm a weirdo. I only do it on one side. You could do it on 2 sides, however you want to do it. But I take a zip tie, right? You know where I'm going with this?
Absolutely.
Okay, so for those listening, I drill a hole in the lid of the plastic tub. I take a very small zip tie, cable tie, whatever you want to call it, and before I do anything to it, I click it through itself, and I pull the ring so it's about maybe 2 or 3 inches in diameter, maybe silver dollar size. Okay, I snip off the excess, and then I fold it in half and stuff it through the hole coming out the top of the lid. So now the little box latch of the zip tie is holding it from the underside, and I can now use that zip tie loop as a grabbing point for a snake hook. And now I can lift the lid off of the tub without using my hands.
So I actually
That with
saw.
hides,
I was
too.
about to say Smitty did that with hides. I specifically remember it with his copperhead, or it was his Western Diamondback or the copperhead.
Yeah.
Probably
He had that on there, and he would take his hook to lift up the hide, and I was like, "That's fucking ingenious, dude. That's so smart."
It's a trick I learned from Al Coritz's channel way back when.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, let's be real. It's not the most sightly thing, but it's also a
No.
fucking plastic tub. You
It's
know?
not, dude. To me, like, I don't know, man. This isn't a zoo display. This is
Right.
me trying to be safe.
Correct,
Whenever,
Yeah, I didn't
you
much care if
get
it
with-
looked stupid, and it made life
No.
so much easier.
It also doesn't even look bad.
Ain't
You know
trying
what I
to-
mean?
Right.
Like, it doesn't look bad. It's
And
just
I've
what's
seen
that for?
I've seen guys that screwed on like a U-bolt so it's rigid. I don't like that because there's no flex to it, there's no play. I would never use any kind of string or twine because not only does it fray with time, but it has no rigidity. So it's more of a pain to scoop with a hook, while as the zip tie, it does bend and flex, but it's still rigid enough to keep its shape for when you need it to stay a loop.
Right. For sure. Damn, you're giving me a lot to think about here, Phil.
Good. So
I like the copperhead idea for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
'Cause me and Smitty are always talking about it. Like when we're out there cruising the roads and seeing all these different copperheads, Smitty's like, "Man, it would be so cool to keep some of these." And now I'm like, "Huh, I might
Now,
actually
I'll also
be
say-
able to pick one."
I'll also say this. So we all try to keep biosecurity as best we can, right? But none of us are perfect. None of us are a laboratory. We're not going to have perfect biosecurity. But it is common for herpers such as ourselves to have a set of hooks that stays in the trunk or the bed of the truck or whatever, and then a set of hooks in the snake room that's for the captive stuff. That way we're not necessarily
course.
contaminating the field with our captive diseases, whatever you want to call it. And vice versa. If you're going to keep this thing in your bedroom, are there other snakes in your bedroom already?
No.
Perfect. So let's say a year from now, 6 months from now, you're like, you know what? The copperhead thing was fun. It was a cool hunt. It was a cool project. It's not for me. It's been away from all your other captive stuff. Now you can let it go and not worry.
Right.
I'm not going to worry that I gave it, some kind of, captive pathogen that I didn't know existed in my collection. Because honestly, that's a huge fear of mine.
100%. That's why
letting something loose,
I
virus
tell-
wise or whatever.
I tell everybody, and this really came, I started thinking about this because of Zach Loafman. Like, it was something I never really thought of. He was like, but just because your collection is healthy does not mean there's nothing there.
Right.
Like, that's not how this works. Like, and he was like, if you keep something amongst your other captive animals, he said, don't ever let that go again.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not a smart thing because you have no idea what you could potentially be releasing into the wild. And
Exactly.
and that's what I would do with this. Again,
Yeah.
like if I kept something venomous, I would prefer it in my bedroom because I can monitor that easier as well. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like, and I certainly wouldn't want to keep it in a rack. And I wouldn't want to keep it just in a normal ass tub like I do my carpets or, something else. So, it'd be something for me to monitor easily and, just kind of a.
But and like I said, if it's not for you after some time and you're like, you know what, this was fun. It was a cool adventure. It was a fun thing to do. I'm going to let them go. You have no qualms that it's totally fine to release the native animal that's been in its own quarantine the whole time and you can sleep at night.
And for me, I anything I do collect, because I keep my collections to a minimum. I don't want everybody out here thinking I'm just grabbing any and everything on this road.
No one thinks that.
I've collected very few specimens from my road, but I would, anytime I take a pin and do a GPS coordinate. So if I were to do this, I would drop a pin exactly where I collected it. And if for some reason in a year or two I decided to release it, I could literally put it in the exact spot. But again, I'm really, even if I kept it away from everything, I'm really not one. That's why I like this type of thing. Like, I'm not going to go out tomorrow and collect a copperhead. Yeah. It's one of those things, like, I'm going to sleep on it and make sure this is something I want to do. And I wouldn't plan on releasing it just out of sheer paranoia that, either it would forget how to hunt because I started feeding it frozen thawed rodents and stuff like that. And then
dude, that's why I don't have isopods, because I'm terrified that I'm gonna dump substrate and now all of a sudden I introduced some fucking species yeah.
I'm not about it, man.
Too neurotic.
I'm really weird.
For my own good.
Really weird about that stuff. But if I decide I want a copperhead, I'll just tell Smitty to hide it from his wife, or I'll give it to you, Phil. I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
I don't go into anything thinking like, oh, if I don't want it, I'll just force it on one of my friends.
Now, at the same time, if you do keep it long enough and you have any kind of stillborns or anything, garbage disposal.
Really? They'll eat other snakes. Copperheads will eat other snakes?
Any pit viper will. Well, just let me rephrase that. Most pit vipers will, especially southeastern stuff. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's why I have
racers of the venomous world. If they can fit it in their fucking gullet, they're gonna eat it.
That's why I have Desert Kings, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I forgot you had those. That's cool, man.
Speaking of, I love my fucking Desert Kings, dude.
Yeah, man.
Good God, I love those things, dude. So cool. Yeah, the only kings I have now are the Desert Kings. I have one lone Mexican Cali King, and then I've got all the milks and the one mole. So
the one mole.
I have one mole. I had a pair. The male did not thrive.
I need to go upstate and get us some more.
Dude, we don't even have to go upstate. There's a heritage preserve in Myrtle Beach that me and Jack were at last weekend that apparently has a shit ton of mole kings.
That's still upstate from us, just up the coast.
It's upstate from us, but it's not upstate
Everything's
South Carolina.
Upstate from us.
Yes, but that's not upstate South Carolina. Like, that's...
I'm afraid I'll never be able to finish my Florida list because I won't be able to find a mole.
Yeah, you have that a lot harder by you because of that.
South Florida
mole king.
Dude, I have an easier probability of finding a long tail than I do a mole.
100%.
Think about that.
I mean, the South Florida mole kings are, one of the most rare snakes in the U.S.
Yeah,
like
there used to be GPS pings like 30 minutes, 40 minutes from my house, and on iNaturalist, and they're gone. They were obscured. Now they're gone. Yeah.
Like, so when do you think those would be considered, extirpated? Like,
never,
because
I guarantee you, there's. I can't guarantee. Guarantee's a strong definitive. It is of my personal belief that there are lots of them out there on land that you and I'll never get to.
That's a very good point.
You know what I mean?
It's a very good point, unfortunately.
Yeah, and there's no way for biologists, state officials, whatever, to ever prove that they're in that much decline because they can't prove that they're not in all these areas. So,
right. Because there's some old man in South Florida who owns like 50 acres and all he has is South Florida mole kings, and he has no idea what that they are.
Like not trying to be weird with name drops, but like Collier County, Southeast Florida, Collier County, the Collier family owns like 500,000 acres.
Good God.
In that county. Like, or I think it was like 2 million, and they've been selling it off to like golf courses and housing developments and shit. But still,
Yeah.
That is a lot of land, and I'll bet good money that there's probably mole kings on that property.
Yeah.
Yeah. Along with the last Everglades rats and a handful of indigos. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, dude. The whole Everglades rat thing like irritates me because I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all, like the majority of people who see Everglades in the hobby, I'm like, y'all have no idea what these things are actually supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Like to me, a true Everglades is fucking orange and patternless.
Yeah.
That is the epitome of what a true Everglades rat snake should look like. No stripes, no saddles, no nothing. Fucking patternless and fucking orange.
Yep.
Like or red. I will also accept red.
Reddish rat snakes.
But nah, dude, that South Florida mole, yeah, that might be the one snake you die trying to find.
Well, I just sent Smitty one more photo to close this out on that note. This is the Everglades rat snake that I rescued from a pickleball court, where the year before I rescued it, it was jungle. And that is it eating a rat pup. And that picture is not doing it justice. That snake is very much pinkish orange. It's just my bad cell phone in the tub.
But yeah, that's almost as good of Everglades as you're gonna find. I remember the day you caught that and you sent me a picture.
Yeah.
Very, very orange and very, very beautiful individual, but it still has those stripes indicative of a yellow rat.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but still beautiful. Like they're still Everglades. Like I would never.
That's the first non-yellow rat snake I found.
Yeah.
In over a decade.
Yeah, I mean it's a gorgeous animal.
Yeah.
You know, like it's so funny. Like I feel like the A-males that I have from Montrose are almost more true Everglades like than the normals.
Yeah, man.
It's wild. But the normals I do have, the hets from Chris are fucking like blood red, dude. And they are incredible, bro.
But now isn't that line bred to a certain extent?
Not really. My hets and A-males are only F2.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like they're
it's
held back to be red.
It's line bred to the extent of like F2. You can't say that like, oh, they look like this because of line breeding.
True.
They are line bred in the sense of the two best individuals they found in the wild were the best that they could find, and they put them together to make better individuals. To say those would have actually bred out in the wild, no.
No, I see your point. You got a point. You got a point.
Yeah. So line bred, yes, but not to the extent that.
Yeah, not 10 years line bred.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So still early generation. So I think they're very close to what they could be in the wild. But again, you always pick the best individuals.
Of course. So.
But,
well, boys, we're at almost 2.5.
Yeah.
Smitty, what do you got, Bubba?
I got nothing.
All right.
Well,
this was good, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
I'm always
tired. Love chatting with the brats.
Got to talk a little venomous.
Yeah, man. You got to talk about some dirt, some field herping. Got some spider action in there. Who's better than us?
Ugh. Spider action. I didn't sign up for that shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Never will.
No, I won't. I really won't. Oh, man.
You weren't chosen for a reason.
Harry says, damn, y'all, I've got a half a cigar left.
You should have lit it 2.5 hours ago, Harry.
Yeah.
You're better off.
So do I. All right. This episode was brought to you by blackboxcages.com. Give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram at blackboxcages. Use that code THN25 at checkout. Get a little bit of a discount. Then hop on over to fulvisapparel.com. shirts, hats, hoodies. Probably run the hoodie sale here soon. Got to get some more design options available in the hoodies. I got to get them on the website because we are finally getting some cooler weather.
Hoodie season is almost upon us.
That's right. It's almost
Must
here.
be nice.
Use the code THN at checkout on fulvisapparel.com and get 15% off your order. That is the exclusive promo code for THN listeners and viewers like you. And then Cold Blooded Caffeine, best coffee around. There's the Snakes and Stogies blend, plus many other offerings from Trey and McKendrick that you will not be disappointed with. Use the code SMOKE there. That'll get you a little discount off your goods as well. Sounds like Flippin' 10 might be happening Thursday. If that's the case, then I'm sure we'll do Arachnerds that same night while they're doing that. And yeah, we'll see what happens after that.
Good stuff, man. And remember, if you want some herps, get with Jake.
That's right.
And if you want some herpes, get with me.
Oh, Jesus.
Ew.
I'm kidding.
Harry Claiborne, go Lepidus.
Go Lepidus.
Go Leps.
Go Leps.
Bye.
Bye.